Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. I'm going to call this meeting to order. My name is Valerie Della Rosa. I am the chair of the Outdoor Dining Working Group, and I am also chair of CB2. I've got Carter Booth here next to me, who is a member of this working group, past CB2 chair, and is on the SLA committee as well. Online, we've got Brian Pape, who is a member of this working group. Hello, Brian. And then we will have Donna Raftery. I think she might be online, or she'll be joining us shortly. I can't tell.
I'm online and I'll be there in a bit.
Great. Okay, great. So we'll go ahead and get started. The way that this works is I've kind of taken account of who is in the room for which application. My goal is to get you out of here expediently, so that way you can go enjoy the rest of your evening. You've been so patient waiting. Thank you so much. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to just go, we'll do number 2, number 4, and then 17 and 19. So we'll go, we'll do those 4, get you guys out of here, and maybe you'll still get maybe you'll get a sunset. Maybe. I can't make any promises. Okay, so the way this happens is I will see if there's anyone from the public here to testify on Zoom if they were in the room, but I've met everyone. Everyone's here representing an applicant or is an applicant. And then you'll come sit up here. That way we can hear you on the microphone. You can introduce yourself. And if you'd like to say anything about your application, we'll pull it up and we may have some questions for you, okay? We are advisory, so there's a certain review period that is mandated by the Dining Out NYC program. It's 30 and 40 days, depending if it's Sidewalk or Roadway. And we just get it along its way. There is a denial here does not stop anything in the process. So that's, I think, all that I have. So I'm going to call up Gary and Isabel with 1 L with Devi, Dosa, LLC, DBA Hampton Chutney Company.
You want us to sit here?
Just right here. Yeah, just right here at the top. Yeah. At the top of the key, a little basketball language for anyone who's into that. At 2 Astor Place for Sidewalk Cafe. And is there anyone here to testify on this application on Zoom? If so, please raise your hand. I don't see any hands raised. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, and if we get anyone, we'll go from there. So please introduce yourself.
Hi. So I'm Isabel McGurn.
I'm Gary McGurn.
Hi.
We actually started our business 29 years ago out in East Hampton, Hampton Chutney Company. We were in the city in Soho and the Upper West Side for over 20 years. But after COVID, we closed our city locations. We just reopened on Astor, 2 Astor Place, and in January. And so we put in an application as soon as we could for outdoor seating. It's a small front space, but I think you have the drawings, and it's just like for 4 tables and 8 chairs. But we would love to. We had outdoor seating at our Upper West Side location at 464 Amsterdam.
Just calling up, so I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all listening. I'm just gonna pull it up. So let me get to the states folder.
Don't serve alcohol.
I can't. Great. Yeah. Keep the superlatives. I love it. That's great.
It's mostly a lunchtime business. We're open from 11 to 8. We do a little bit of, during dinner, but mostly like.
Yeah, it's like those. Like they're beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh,
it's on my list. It's on my list. It's on my list. It's been on my list. I've been waiting for it. I was like, are they open? Are they open? But I've seen.
Yeah, it's very healthy and unique.
Okay, so let me just. Okay, here we go. Why isn't this in the folder? Oh, you know what? I was like, May 13th is not today. That's 2025. Okay, so there it is. I'm trying to find where this is. Okay, here we go, May 12th. All right, so Carter, do you have anything you want to? Oh, and I didn't introduce Donna because I didn't see her face. Sorry, Donna Raftery is a member of this working group, and she is also the chair of our SLA1 and SLA2 committees. Apologies, Donna, I heard your voice and I didn't see your face, so I did not mean to not introduce you. Thank you so much for all that you do. Okay, so I've got your application here. back here. And do you have any questions?
No, everything looks reasonable. Looks like all the measurements are correct. I mean, Brian, you think all the measurements are correct, right? So I think as the 12 foot.
I do see that on your plan, we've been debating exactly what principal building entrance is. But I'm glad to see you have the 5-foot dimension to the neighbor's entrance.
Awesome.
That's that seems to me you could move that 5 feet over to the actual door frame. You could start measuring that entrance from the door frame rather than whatever wall you have.
You have more space?
More space.
Oh,
Right. And
We do-
so just Brian, if you can just clarify which side you're talking about, because on one side, there's a measurement from the Siamese connection. And then on the other side is the cellar entrance doorway.
Yes, so I'm looking out, so we're talking about the left side. The Siamese dimension is correct. It's from the center line of that connection. Similarly, the dimension from the cafe to the neighbor's entrance is to the door frame. So if you know what that is, you could move it over. When I look at the photographs, it's pretty hard to figure out what it is exactly that you're measuring to. Your door is on the right side as you're facing it, which means that I'm looking to the right of your door. On your floor plan, it's to the left side of the plan. The door is actually past that panel. So it just seems like you indicate some kind of a wall that's not there. And I'm not sure where the door is, but that's where you can measure from the door frame.
Is this a grate or what?
yeah.
Is that a grate?
I don't know what's under it. I mean, I don't know.
That was a question. The grate?
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing on the site plan form, you have awnings, so you just need to check the awning box. You have awnings. So it's,
Okay.
I think it's like in section 3. It's like just, like, I mean,
Okay.
it's like awnings.
Okay, yeah. I thought I did. Okay. It's not a retractable.
That's fine.
Okay.
Brian, the reason I think you have the 5-foot setback is I assume it's not their property on the other side of that 5 feet.
Oh, like behind it?
Is that right? You're-
To the right, I mean,
When
it's
you're.
all the same landlord.
No, I understand, but,
Yeah.
but your store does not occupy the space that's on.
Right, our store is not. Well,
So,
say the door is,
so this is the end of your space right here, right? Or the
yeah,
right side of the column?
yeah.
So the 5 feet isn't that's not your space because your store is not behind it. To the left of the
What's it
Astor
say?
Place.
Vitamin shop.
That's just
It's an old photo.
Oh,
Because it's
But
sometimes,
that's-
yeah, you just
But
can't
that
see.
space between the Astor Place entry to the left is not your space. It's part of the other storefront behind it.
So that's why, I mean, I don't know, I had an architect do this, so I'm not.
Yeah,
really
but I mean, you can't have a sidewalk seating that's not in front of your storefront.
Right, okay.
So it's just the space that's.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
So,
That's why that space is there, Ryan, I think.
I agree with Carter's point. I was focusing on the entrance, and actually you cannot go beyond your restaurant frontage. So your barriers are in the correct place. You could not move it over.
okay. All right. Yeah, I just don't know about the grate.
It should be
Okay.
noted, right?
Yeah,
They should add it to the plan.
yeah, maybe add it to the plan, whatever that, great. It's just so it's accurate. That's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you have any questions for us or any other comments you want to make about your application?
I don't think so.
I think that's it. All right.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, thanks.
Nice meeting you
Nice to
guys.
meet you. Thanks so much for taking the time.
You come by for a Dosa.
Okay, I'll stop by and I will pay for it. Please, no kindness. There. Supernatural Wine Inc., DBA La Compagnie. Check my Italian. 249 Center Street, Sidewalk Cafe. I took 22 hours in college, but it's been a while.
It's French,
So-
but.
Oh, see,
So there
that's
you
why,
go.
that's why, see? I was like, something's off, that's why. You'll tell us all about it. Is there anyone here from the public who wishes to testify on Supernatural Wine Inc.? If so, please raise your hand. If not, please introduce yourselves.
So hi, good evening. My name is Ben Savitsky. I'm with the law firm Bernstein, Rado and Savitsky. This is Eric Bolliard. He is a partner at Supernatural Wines Inc. and Supernatural Wines NY LLC. They do business as La Compagnie. They are a restaurant and wine bar that's been operated at 247, 249 Center Street. It's on Center Street between Broome and Grand Street. They've been there since 2013. We're here for an application for a sidewalk cafe. You can take a look at the diagram that we provided. Center Street is a regional corridor, so we are required to have the 10-foot clear path. The length of our sidewalk cafe is 21 feet 2 inches. We do keep our 10-foot clear path throughout. We do have to kind of dip in and out every once in a while. At its widest, it's 5 feet 4 inches, and it dips in all the way to 3 feet 6 inches. We have a 10-foot clear path from a sidewalk planter that's there and also a signpost. You'll notice from our diagram that we have 9 tables and 18 chairs. We also maintain a 1-foot 5-inch service aisle. The only other obstructions in the sidewalk cafe is a manhole, and we have 1 feet 6 inches from that manhole cover.
We did receive some feedback, but it's not loading. Do you want to, Brian, do you want to start with anything before I? Oh, Brian, can you unmute?
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Still looking for anything that I can find to comment on, so go ahead and start.
Okay, I was just pulling up some testimony.
And the principal entrance to the building is actually beyond the storefront. It's to the left. If you're looking at the diagram, you'll see it double doors. So we do have the 5 feet there.
We had said something, did you see that? I was just opening it, it just closed my folder. Okay, so let me just look at this comment. Okay, let's see. All right, I have some comment sent in, a note that there's speakers on the storefront and that there's music being played from them. There's a photograph that was sent in. And they were supposed to remove those speakers from when they last came to the SLA committee.
They're not there, or you didn't remove them? They are there. They are there. You were supposed to remove them. That's when we came to CB2. So we'll remove those speakers because they know that they're not allowed to have speakers outside.
No problem there. Easy enough.
Yeah.
I think Anthony, who submitted this, is on the SLA committee, so it was supposed to have been done before.
Yeah.
And that they're being used, so it's not just that they're not taken down.
Let's see it on the photograph.
Definitely happy to prioritize that, considering we're just talking about power washing our frontage. So we can get up there and
Oh,
It's
they're
reversed.
hanging. Okay.
they're
got
quite
it.
high, yeah.
Okay, I was trying to understand the photograph and I'm looking for like speakers on the floor. Oh, okay, now I guess. I still can't really even. Can you show me where they are? Like they're,
I think it's that.
it's that? Oh, no, okay, now I see it. Okay. So they're these. Okay. Okay, so you'll remove those, and that's what I was struggling to pull up. Okay, so I've got your application here. Any other comments? Let me pull up some other notes. Thank you for your patience. Okay, here we go. You ever just have like too many tabs open? Yeah,
Every day.
exactly. Right? Okay, so there's no primary building entrance issues on this one. I do have a note about adding a 1'6" clearance from the second manhole on the site plan.
So that second manhole is actually,
Let's talk about it.
it's up on if you look at the pictures, you can see it's kind of a raised up portion.
Uh-huh.
So it is 1 feet 6 inch, but it's not actually ground.
Because it's
Up, but we can add the measurement.
Yeah, it's saying to put it on the site plan, to
Sure.
put it on the site plan. And then there was a comment about ADA, but it's 4 feet 10 there.
So our ADA table is gonna be the one that's closest to the front door of the premises.
I mean, I guess it goes from 3'5", so it's 3 feet 5, 3 feet 6. I really want my screen to be touch, but like I'm an Apple person, not an Intel person. So 3 feet 6 inches on the left side, right? And then is that 3 feet 6 inches on the other one, or is that on the smaller calf side? What is that space? What is that 1.5? No, that's the space in between the table and that.
Yeah.
Am I missing like what is? Oh, it's 4 foot.
4
No,
feet.
what's this? Because is this the cafe or what's this line?
So that's the cutout to give us the 10 feet from the sign post that you can see there.
Okay.
But we do have
What's this length?
what is which chair? I have
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's this length?
What's that length?
Like this?
We can add that. I imagine
Is
it's
it
the same as
that?
the
Okay, that's,
3/6.
okay, I was like, I didn't know if it was my eyes. Okay. I was just wondering, that's all. Okay. It's still that's over 3 feet. I mean, that's it's slightly in, but I mean, it still would be 3 feet. So anything else, Brian, Donna, Carter? Those are my only questions.
That's good.
Someone want to go?
Yeah, I was just looking at the, sorry, I'm just looking at I guess there were some things that happened. So are these? Too many different things here.
And it's French. 22 hours of Italian didn't do very much for me, did it? What are you looking
Yeah,
for?
I was just trying to figure out where the tree planters are located. Were those all moved or what?
So there was a tree
Oh,
planter
yes.
that was closer to the front of the restaurant, which they had the landlord remove. So now the only one that is still there is, if you look at the diagram, it's in front of the double doors, which is to the primary entrance to the building, and it is more than 10 feet from
Got it.
our space.
So,
It looks like previously there were two other planters.
Yes.
Got
planters that were in the amenity zone?
it. Yes.
So those are gone.
Right.
There was one like way over here down the sidewalk, like
Yeah.
on his block, but the one that had anything
So like,
correlated to the 10 feet.
so like these are all your landlords?
Correct. He owns the entire block. But
But that's not, is that in front of your space or not?
no,
Oh, okay.
it's
Okay.
it's hard to tell. That is
Yeah.
definitely like further than that is this planter here. That is outside the 10-foot
Okay,
radius.
okay.
And then the one that was immediately in our
Yeah.
frontage, he was very open and welcoming to remove this one here in the photo
Okay, great.
that
And I would,
to help us.
and I would say that, right, and I would say like for outdoor dining, like it just says like nothing in the amenity zone, which is that, which I know you can't control those and that's not your,
Mhm.
but I would say that would be my other comment. Would be that.
The apron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? So I would say just adding,
I have adding the 1 foot
Yeah,
6
yeah,
on the manhole.
Yeah, and
Make sure they take down the speakers and no A-frame.
mhm. Yeah, I know A-frames don't go on the site plan, but since we were presented with this picture, I have to mention it, that's it.
And just, one of the questions I had was just, you have these two tops that are on the northern part to the entrance. And do you have smaller than usual tables there, or how's that?
Oh, because he's showing it's a 4'10" and you see the 2 tops and a 1'5" service aisle?
No, it's 7'6" long.
7 foot, oh, that one. Yeah,
So you have the I mean, that doesn't look realistic.
that 2 tables would be able to cover 7'6".
Yeah.
I don't know, they haven't purchased the tables yet, so we don't have the exact dimensions of them.
So they're not these tables?
Is that them? Oh, that is them.
That's what we were using previously.
But you took that down.
We did take that down.
No. So you're getting new tables or you're using those tables?
We intended to use similar sized tables.
So what are those? Are those about 1.5 feet each?
They're about, I think, 18 inches in diameter, yeah.
3 feet, so
I was just asking,
that would.
I was just asking because we were presented with this photo, which was taken a few days
Yeah,
ago.
it's not a huge bistro table that really only 2 people can sit at.
Anything else?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I can fit those there realistically.
It's not gonna, so they're either gonna have to buy new tables or they're gonna have to amend.
So what you're saying is that these tables, as shown here, won't work? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm looking at the plan,
Oh,
and the plan shows two tops on the north section against the building.
mhm.
These
Yeah,
two
yeah.
that don't fit in that space realistically.
I guess how
believe they-
wouldn't they?
I
'Cause it
believe
says
they-
7 feet.
I believe
don't
they
know.
did fit previously. It's been a while since we had the tables out, so I can't recall.
I'm looking at the historic sidewalk cafe plans, and they clearly just show that, the two tops being set up over there, so I just don't know how you fit.
3.
Yeah, I mean, if they're 18-inch tables, so you've got,
3 feet plus the
Yeah.
7 feet, it gives you 4 feet with it. If you got 4 chairs in there, they'd each have to be a foot.
right,
Is
exactly, without it.
unrealistic.
Right. And the reason I raise that is because the raised manhole cover in there too.
So is it reducing the width of the cafe? Is it
But just if you're just removing one of the two tops.
removing one of the
instead.
2 tops?
And I can definitely look into a smaller table for that section, sure.
Like 4-inch seats.
Mhm.
I,
The math doesn't work. I mean,
I think tomorrow you should go out there and you should put them out to see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, then you either need to take away one of these tables or you need to look at alternate options for tables and chairs.
happy,
Make sense?
yeah, happy to do that.
So when we send revised plans, we'll either take out one of the tables.
Yeah,
or
like,
we'll
yeah,
leave
that's
it
for
to
you guys to
Yep.
look at, yeah, because we don't know what we don't
Yep.
know. Okay.
I mean, it's sort of it's the same thing on these three tops on the other side. You have three tops lengthwise in a.
The front row?
11-foot
Mhm.
section.
There's a little more space here.
I mean,
But the
7, 8, 9, that's almost impossible,
for 6.
because if each chair sticks out, if the table's 12 inches and the chairs stick out close to 12 inches.
I guess like I'm trying to understand how you get 6 more inches right here than to get to that. Because that's +2 would get you to 5 feet, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to understand unless, oh, I guess I guess it'd be that.
Sorry, I'm not. clear on
Okay,
your
so
question.
I see 5 feet 4 inches, right, which is like this, right?
Yes,
So
This is only showing as 410.
this is 410. But if you add 2 inches, I don't, you guys see what I'm saying here on that?
6-inch difference, yeah, and it doesn't look like it's actually a 6-inch.
Yeah, you see that? Like, this says 5 feet 4 inches and it says 4 feet 10 inches, but when if you were to add 2, you'd have to add 6 inches here.
It's 6 inches difference.
Oh, okay, but is it?
6 inches difference.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if
Oh,
they
maybe
don't
that's
look
what
like
it's
they
telling you.
align,
Oh,
they
okay.
don't look like they align, so.
They don't. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess it's off a little, okay. Optical illusion.
I mean,
Okay. Anything else on this one? Brian, Donna, Carter? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Thanks so much, sure. And then, so I'm gonna close the public hearing on that. We've also closed the public hearing on Devi Dosa. And then next, we're gonna go to, we'll do Ruby's West Village LLC, DBA Little Ruby's Cafe, 225 West 4th Street, for an enclosed sidewalk cafe, with Alex here for this application. Is there anyone here who would like to testify on this application? I don't see, please raise your hand. I don't see any hands raised, so, hi.
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 How's it going?
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Alexander McDonald. I'm the Director of Operations for Little Ruby's, Ruby's Pets Village LLC. We had previously had the outdoor dining enclosed sidewalk approved for prior to this program, and we're just advised that we need to go through the process to get this approved through DOT. There'll be no changes to what we've been doing in terms of that sidewalk area.
Okay, let me just pull this up. Does anyone want to get started on any comments or questions? It's just gonna take me a second to pull this up. Pull something up, then I can go back to the folder. Another tab. I don't have any questions. It's, like I said, it's one of the original enclosed sidewalk cafes. It was on that list. Now DOT has asked for those to get licensed. We have another one on our agenda. It's similar. My computer has a little spinning bubble. Is there any questions or comments?
I mean, just it looks like what changes were made when you guys had done the alterations to open up? It looks like that there's some differences from what was originally there.
Not from my understanding. I wasn't around when it used to be the previous restaurant. It was quite a while ago. But since we've opened, there'll be no changes to how we've been doing it.
It looks like the windows are all changed.
Oh, yes.
Changed.
Yeah, yes, to the facade, yes.
So is anything changed on the interior
No.
facade?
Excuse me, so, Valerie,
Yeah, please. Oh, sorry. If you had your hand raised, I did not notice. So
Okay.
just chime in.
okay, my recollection from previous presentations on this particular establishment was that they were not going to use the entrance to this enclosed cafe. You were going to have your customers come in at the south entrance.
No, they're actually, their stipulations state that they're supposed to be using that main entrance. Yeah, 7th Avenue,
Oh, that's the main entrance. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So. Let's trying to see.
Any other? You have any questions for us? We good? Ready to
I think we're good.
Okay,
Okay, thank you so much.
thanks, Alex. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
And I'm going to close the public hearing for Ruby's West Village. We'll go to Arlene from 320 West Broadway Diner Corps, DBA Soho Diner at 320 West Broadway for a sidewalk cafe. And is there anyone here from the public who wishes to testify on this application? I don't see any hands raised. Please introduce yourselves. Hi again.
I'm Marlene.
Hi.
Ben Savitsky from Bernstein Radon Savitsky. This is 320 West Broadway Diner Corp. It is at 320 West Broadway. It's the Soho Diner. It's between Grand Street and Canal Street. They've been operating since 2018. This space does have a private exterior patio, but they've never had a sidewalk cafe. This is going to be their first application for a sidewalk cafe. West Broadway is also a regional corridor, so we are required to have the 10-foot clearance. If you look at the diagrams, we do have a 10-foot clearance. There is a planter that is out, like a tree planter that is near the curb. We have an 8-foot clearance from that planter. Our sidewalk cafe is 62 feet 4 inches long.
You're saying a tree pit, not a planter,
Tree,
right?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. I see it now. Always really appreciate the corridor call out, Ben. It's helpful and it's appreciated.
And in total, we have 12 tables and 24 seats.
Oh, there it is.
And the primary entrance to this building is the Soho Grand Hotel, which is further down.
We have our private entrance.
Right, but the
Right,
building
the
is, this is the,
yeah.
So there's like a dotted line situation, right, on here? I mean, why not, I feel like our modification on this. Oh, there we go. I see it. Oh, yeah. No, I got it. I guess why not just have one single row of tables? I mean, I think that's our. I guess like why? Second row of tables across from the trees. Let me look at this.
I mean, you guys seem to
Oh,
be trying
okay.
to get the most out of them, and the reason is because we need that clearance. Yeah.
How are the servers accessing
Yeah,
the
that's
tables on the left-hand side? So if you're just looking at the plan.
Yep.
And
These tables?
your existing outdoor dining areas to the right, so if you go to the left, they're coming out that door, is that how they access the tables?
So the currently, there's a stipulation on our license that says that patrons are not allowed to use that existing outdoor dining area door to the sidewalk. Now, we did put in a change in method of operation application to you just yesterday.
Okay,
Possibly go back and revisit that to allow servers to do it, and possibly patrons who are using the sidewalk cafe, with the patrons still entering primarily through the diner and then walking out there. That's what the hope is.
okay, that makes sense. But, all right, so then my question would be, once someone or a server comes out that door and tries to go, if you're exiting the door, go to the right. If you're looking at the plan, go to the left. The dotted line that's right next to those four tops
Right.
is your perimeter. They can't get by there. I see no room for somebody to get by unless I'm missing something.
What are your barriers?
So the barriers are going to be lanterns with ropes that are tied between them, so it's as thin as possible. But Donna, I hear your point that those, and this is Carter's point from before, is that those tables are too wide to accommodate a service aisle. So either we're going to have to get dimensions of tables, which are unreasonably small, or we're going to have to eliminate a row of tables to have that service aisle.
That goes to Valerie's. I mean, I think part of Valerie's point is what we've asked people once in a while is to get rid of that. So it's a straight line. It just works better when it's a straight line,
Right.
you know, instead of the jutting in and out and everything else. So that might, being that I don't know how you get down there, that might be the solution.
Yeah, that was my note. those are notes. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, that's the main thing.
I guess we'll see you next month.
Yes.
Okay, Brian, did you have anything you wanted to add on that one? I just want to make sure I checked in with you.
I know I agree with your comments, so I hope to see it again.
Okay, great. Do you have any questions or other comments for us? Okay, thanks so much.
I get to see the sunset.
Oh, good. There you go. Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
And then, so I'm going to close the public hearing on number 17. And then next, I'm going to call, oh, wait, no, that was number 19. And then next, I'm going to call on agenda item 7, Enoteca Inc. DBA La Lanterna di Vittorio, 129 MacDougal Street. For a Roadway Cafe. And do we have anyone from the public who wishes to testify on this application? Please raise your hand. And let's see. Did someone with their hand raised? Oh, okay. Sometimes I can't see it. So let me just go to my notes. Please introduce yourself. Hello.
Vittorio Antonini, owner of Enoteca Inc., La Lanterna di Vittorio.
Excellent. And... All right, does anyone want to start?
Hello.
Hi. I'm just opening up things. Okay, so there's a question about where the storefront, is it just the green building? That was the question.
It's 121, 131. 131, we have the English basement, which has the bar next door, Jazz Bar. We occupy both buildings. We also have the upstairs also, which is currently undergoing some rehab.
And then is there...
You rented the space next door on the...
I own the space next door. I own both 129 and 131.
But you're operating the restaurant?
I have always operated the restaurant in the basement since 19.
No, I said upstairs there's a for rent sign.
Upstairs, there's a for rent sign just to entertain. It's been up there for 2 years.
So that's not the frontage of this business?
I'm sorry?
The white building in the photograph is not the frontage?
Well, we're in the basement. We're in the, so it is the frontage. There's also an entrance to that room at 131.
There's a utility valve that's in front of the storefront.
There's 2 gas valves and a junction manhole.
The note here says you can't do, the flooring wouldn't work without obstructing the valve. So there is flooring that's proposed?
There is flooring, but there is an opening in the flooring and will maintain the requisite clearance from the floor, from the valves and the manhole.
And then I have a note that the manhole is not labeled on the site plan.
I'm sorry?
The manhole is not labeled on the site
It should
plan?
be not labeled on the site plan. I'm sorry, can I see that? My son did it, but I'm pretty sure it's there.
I have to,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
my note. I don't have
Yeah,
it. pulled up.
if you can pull it up, it's definitely there. Both gas valves and the manhole are there.
Do you have it up? Because my.
Looking, yeah, I don't.
It's technically not it's not a manhole. A manhole is actually inaccessible. It's just a splice for Con Ed.
It treats it all the same. Okay, so approximate bike lane, no FDNY waiver needed. So one of the modifications we have on here is no flooring so as not to obstruct the utility valve cover.
I beg your
I
pardon?
see the gas things on the floor plan. I don't see,
I'm sorry, may I come over
it's right, gas,
there? No, there's the manhole cover.
that's the manhole.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
the
maybe
manhole
just
cover
label,
and the
label
two
that
gas, yeah.
then so
Well,
that.
he's got it
Oh, up
labeled
there,
as city
okay.
infrastructure. He's got
Oh, it's like
he's
a
got it
key,
in
it's
the-
a key.
Got it.
Is there 18-inch clearance on this site plan?
Mhm.
So it says
Labeled?
in there, it
No.
says,
So I put the 18 inches on the site plan.
utility infrastructure
You have it, but just write it.
within a roadway cafe, including flooring, cannot prevent visual location of or physical access to the utility covering. It includes the gas valve.
Oh, so you can't like cover it
So
with
it
an
can't be
opening?
floored.
Yeah, before.
So there is flooring or there's not flooring?
Well, there's nothing there yet, but.
Right, well, I'm just saying that's-
No, there's no proposed flooring there, no. It'll be open.
So it's a step down from the.
Yeah, it will have
Ramp.
some sort of railing or,
A ramp?
Hmm?
A ramp?
possibly. We're still working on the actual structure as it is. Until we know we're getting full approval,
Sure.
we can't really contract for that.
We've just seen this with other ones. It's like if you don't have flooring, you have to have the ADA accessibility
Well,
into the space.
what I've seen places like the Reggio do and what have you, they're using just a regular sidewalk, but then they're using some little ramp. They
From the sidewalk.
yeah, from the sidewalk just going down.
Yeah.
It's not in there all, it just gets put down.
Exactly.
Why is the water filled, why is this crossed out?
Water, talk to me.
Water filled with a minimum of 150 pounds per linear foot of burial.
Because what we're proposing is either the Soho shed or the Kev boxes, which are different.
Okay.
So we're.
Oh, okay.
So there are certain structures that have been already approved, designs that have been approved by the city by engineers review or engineers attestation.
Any other comments?
Yeah, and I'm just curious how you're gonna be handling garbage.
Garbage like we did throughout the pandemic. The garbage will be placed to the right of to the north of the structure, or to the south, depending on what I work with my carrier. It goes out at 1 a.m. and is taken right away at 2 a.m.
So that wouldn't be in front of your building.
No. But I live at 127 MacDougal as well, so. Trying to take over the whole area if I can. NYU's giving me a little hard time, but I think we can get at a number that'll make them happy.
And so what happened with all the trucks you'd written to us about a year ago, about all the trucks?
Well, you know what?
Blocking.
What happened to those
It's
trucks?
funny you should ask that. What I've noticed is a significant drop off because although a no parking street still allows trucks loading and unloading, that's not in the general knowledge. So when you see a truck loading zone, that's where the trucks tend to congregate. Now that it's no parking, I'm seeing less trucks. And even though loading and unloading is allowed in a no parking zone, I'm sort of getting the impression that they just don't know they can do it. So it's been very helpful.
Any other comments or questions?
I think that the trash thing, that's something that you'd be one of the only operators who puts their trash in front of another business. Because most people have the setbacks on either side.
Right, well, it wouldn't be in front of another business. It would be.
Another building.
Another building. Well, NYU and I have a good rapport also. So I just don't, what's your concern about the garbage?
Well, the violations,
Somebody else.
any violations on it would go to whoever's property it's in front of.
Oh, I'm sure if NYU got a violation, they would promptly pass it along to me. NYU doesn't have any garbage disposal in front of the Provincetown or any of the Wolf buildings.
Because I mean, most buildings use the space in front of their building.
I understand completely. Listen, I could hypothetically, since the garbage goes out we close at 1. I could hypothetically put the garbage in front of my business and just have my carters come around and get it. I don't do that because the sidewalk is kind of narrow.
Right.
But we have an arrangement with our carting company we pretty much wait for the truck to pass by and then we just put the garbage.
Is that, I mean, just so you know, that's an issue that we brought up with every
Yeah,
other
no, I understand.
place, from
Sure,
the Moons to
absolutely.
Reggio, going down the block.
Absolutely. No, I know completely. Well, we get.
The idea is that most businesses try to contain all their stuff in front of their own building.
Understood completely.
So no flooring, is that where
Yeah.
we're
I mean,
proposed, or so I would say their comments
Seems like
are,
it can't have flooring.
yeah, because it's not visually. So,
Flooring above the grates, not no flooring entirely.
no flooring.
No, why would that be?
Well, how is that,
Cutouts.
does anybody,
It would be cutouts in the flooring.
Wouldn't, it said, the rules say that that remaining utility infrastructure, which gas valves are included, in, are permitted within a roadway cafe, but any elements of the cafe, including flooring, cannot prevent visual location of or physical access to the utility company.
Right, well, there's a number of ways that can be handled, and I'll deal with that, I guess, with DOT, because they're gonna have comments as well. One way is a grate, a hinged grate, which doesn't prevent physical aspect, and also doesn't obstruct the view of it, so you know it's there. That's one way of doing it. Or we just do cutouts with the railing around. I mean, we're still trying to,
isn't this supposed to be figured out when this comes to us?
I beg your pardon?
When this gets referred to us,
I understand.
just asking the question from DOT, this is supposed to be complete, accurate and complete. So that means that should be figured out, I would think.
Sure, well, can you read that to me again, Carter, please?
The, it says,
Shall not be visually obstructed, correct? So
prevent visual location of or physical access to utility.
So I mean, a reading of that tells me a metal grate, a removable metal grate would be acceptable. That won't prevent physical, rather visual, and won't prevent access.
I have no idea if that's.
I don't know. So our recommended modification would be no flooring, using a ramp. And then labeling the manhole, or the manhole is labeled, I guess, because it's got the key.
Yeah.
But maybe putting, not maybe, but putting there's 18 inches clearance. And then there's a checkbox R18 where you would just check it on the site plan form. I think that's on page 3. That's it. Anything about ADA?
Yeah, and then so the manhole is within it or not within it?
No, the manhole is within it, but it is also the northernmost obstruction, or the northernmost parameter would be more than 18 inches from the manhole cover all the way around.
Yeah, so I think that needs to be indicated on the plan with the table.
Yes, but again, I would object to saying no flooring either, because that would be a bit extreme. So if I can go on record as saying I'm objecting to no flooring, because what I'm planning on doing, which is a metal box, could not be without flooring. Not to mention the fact that I feel that putting tables on asphalt is less safe for patrons sitting down. I know the Reggio does it, and it's wobbly. It's not the best way to do it. And as a matter of fact, right now, MacDougal Street, the asphalt on MacDougal Street is an absolute mess.
So it's a.
Well, that's
it's just-
because
it's not a
there's been roadway dining
It's
on it.
not a subject, it's not a
regular, you know, we could.
it's not subjective,
The
it's not a
reason is it
subjective
was
thing.
explained to us that
Yeah.
asphalt surfaces need sunlight, UV light, in order to maintain their integrity. And when they're taken away by
So
putting
for the 4
coverings over
years,
them.
so it's your contention that for the 4 years I had roadway dining there, that's what made it.
We've been told is that the UV is, that's why it's soft.
It's actually an academic
It's just,
paper.
it's just a little bit selective, because I can tell you at 50 years that I've been at the location, the sidewalk has always been a mess, and the city every 5 or 7 or 10 or 12 years decides they're gonna repave, and then within 2 years, it's a mess again.
Well, nobody's, I'm just saying, we've been told that the asphalt requires UV, and that is one of the reasons that they went to less cracking, is by introducing more elements that are malleable, and they need the UV, and the car is driving on it, and that actually smooths it, as opposed to having just water, which is why a lot of the, when there's stuff over them, they're removed. That's why so many of them are very damaged, because water sat there without anything on top. But it does say above the utility infrastructure, it says manholes are permitted within a roadway cafe, but any element of the cafe must maintain a minimum of 1 foot 6 inch.
Right, the required 18, and we can do that without any issue. But as I said, to recommend no flooring just means I'm gonna have to go to DOT and ask them to overlook that, because the flooring is safer. We can provide non-visual obstruction and actual physical.
But that one doesn't have any other language about preventing visual any language about anything visual. It just says everything must be 1 foot 6 inches.
Well, no, but it does say visual and.
No, that's for the remaining utility infrastructure.
What do you mean the remaining utility?
There's a separate section for manholes, and it specifically says manholes are permitted within a roadway cafe, but any elements of the cafe must maintain a minimum of 1 foot 6 inch clearance. And then it says for remaining utility infrastructure, included but not limited to the list below, which includes the gas valve, they're also permitted within a roadway cafe, but any elements of the cafe, including flooring, cannot prevent visual location or physical access to. So that is a separate.
I might actually argue that's not a manhole. Manholes in the lexicon, I believe, are actually the access that Con Ed uses to have men go down. This is, if I'm not mistaken, I took a picture of the cover. It's part of the old infrastructure. It's when you lift up the manhole, it's about a foot deep, and it has a couple of wire connectors. It's been opened maybe once every 15 years. I've seen it. So I'm not even sure if it even counts as a manhole. I would maybe defer to DOT on that. So if anything in your recommendation, if you can defer to DOT on the items that we're uncertain about.
A manhole, that picture of manhole, it looks like that. In the street.
Again, I would ask that we defer to DOT on it in our recommendation and whatever you recommend. Because right now, what you're doing is interpreting the language.
Oh, it's a manhole. I mean, the language.
I don't know.
is simple.
I'm wondering whether it's considered a manhole.
What's a manhole, you know?
Guys, if you know it's a manhole, then I defer to your wisdom on it.
I think, well, whatever. I mean, if it's cut out and you need to get to it, whatever, that's what it is. I mean, it's.
Olivia.
That-
You're saying the manhole is utility infrastructure?
It might be.
So utility
What a
infrastructure
manhole is.
requires 1 feet 6 inches, so it actually says utility infrastructure.
Right, no, I'm not objecting to the 1 foot 6 inches. I'm objecting to no flooring. What I'm proposing is that around that so the manhole, I believe, is 2 feet by 2 feet. So add another 36 inches to that. We're talking about, what, 5 feet by 5 feet? There's an opening in the flooring. There's a grate above it. It hinges. It doesn't visually.
I don't think having something above it counts on having something 1 feet,
Well,
6
I don't know.
inches away from it.
I mean, I'm just going by the reading. I'm waiting to see what DOT has to say about that. Because if DOT is saying you can't visually obstruct it and it can't impede access, well, then it's simple enough. What I propose does that.
And what we
Again, what I'd ask from the.
indicate on the chart, if nothing else, the 18 inches from this.
Sure, that's not a problem.
That's not there, and it looks like from the drawing that once you do that, I'm not sure the tables and chairs fit there, so you need to see
I
the
think it's,
18-inch radius around it. I'm not gonna argue back and forth whether they fit or not. I'm just gonna say that without having that indicated on there, there's no way to know if it fits. That's all. There's no 18-inch
but
around it.
number one, I believe that's the scale. So even if it's not indicated, my son drew it to scale. But again, what I would appreciate from the members of my community board is the most favorable reading, not the most unfavorable reading. And this has been my objection throughout this process. Okay, I've been in business for 50 years. I am a pillar of the community. Okay, and what I'd appreciate is a favorable, not just looking to see the worst possible. Now, so when we don't have to argue about it, but unless you have a clear interpretation from DOT that says something, then we're all just reading the rules and guidelines, and we're going to interpret what it is. I'm giving you a favorable reading of it. You're countering with an unfavorable. You've said what you've had to say. I've said what I've had to say.
So I think so.
I think we're done.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great. All right. So I'm going to close the public hearing on this one. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. So next I'm going to go to, we're going to go back. So we have people here.
For which one?
Yeah. So is Lane Lee here?
Yes.
So we're going to go to agenda item number 12 for Rulin Restaurant Group LLC, DBA Rulin at 15 East 13th Street for a sidewalk cafe, and Lane Lee. We promote Lane. Do we have anyone here that wishes to testify on this application? I'm not on Zoom. I'm not on Zoom.
I'm not on Zoom either. Well, Lane Lee is here. Can we promote Lane Lee?
Lane Lee is there. She's there. Or they, or
Yes, they are.
they are there. So if you could promote,
I'll try to get on.
I'm just not on Zoom,
Okay.
so. And then after that, Alex Zine. Or Zink, sorry, I see an E is. Okay, so then we'll go to Robert Lowell's application.
Hi, I'm sorry. This is Lane.
Hi Lane, how are you?
I'm good. I was unmuted before. I wasn't
Oh, okay.
familiar with it. Sorry.
It's all right. Okay, so I don't think we have anyone here from the public who wishes to testify. So please introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm the owner of Rulin, and I'm applying for a sidewalk cafe.
Okay. This application.
So I'm just gonna ask one thing, because you came to the SLA committee just last month
Mm-hmm.
to upgrade your liquor license and said that there was no outdoor seating.
I did not have it, but we mentioned that we were applying for it.
And so your stipulations say that there's no outdoor seating. Will not operate a backyard bar or any outdoor
This
area.
was filed March 21st.
Right. So, you know, you signed stipulations saying there's no outside.
So now you have to come back?
Huh?
They have to come back,
Yeah,
Tesla?
they need to come back because you know what? The community didn't want the upgrade in their license and.
So they got the upgraded license and now they're adding
Right,
sidewalk?
they just now, like a week or so before they came to us in April, just got their beer and wine license. And they came to us in April for the upgrade to that. And we recommended approval of that because with the hours and the no outdoor seating, the community was in opposition to that because they haven't even been open and everything else. So.
Let me back up a
and-
second. Let me just,
Yeah.
just so I understand. So you submitted the application for the outdoor dining and then came to the liquor license and said there was no outdoor seating, but yet you had already submitted the application for the outdoor seating?
So at the meeting for the liquor license, we did mention that we applied for outdoor seating a week prior to that meeting. I did sign the stipulation because we did not have a license for outdoor seating.
I'm not, and I'm going to say I'd have to go back and read our notes because normally when someone says that they applied for outdoor seating, we put in some stipulations about what time that will close and have a whole discussion about that and we could
I guess if you had submitted the application on March 21st, just trying to look at the name of the file. Of course, it's not showing up for me. I guess like I'm just trying to understand if you applied on March 21st with the Sidewalk Cafe and then, I don't know, 2 weeks later went before the SLA, which is also kind of backwards, right, a little bit. I guess why wasn't that brought up?
No, it was brought up. I appeared with my lawyer and we mentioned that we did apply for outdoor seating at the time, at the hearing.
Donna?
I'd have to,
Oh, okay.
80 applications in the past.
Oh,
2
okay,
months. I
got
don't remember what everybody said at each, but I will just say that normally when that comes up, we discuss it and we say, close at X time so that they don't have to come back and we don't have to
Yeah,
have the conversation
got it.
yet again. And I'm just looking at the questionnaire here.
Yeah, I guess what it is.
Because it says on the questionnaire, will any outside area or sidewalk be used for the sale or consumption of alcoholic beverages, including sidewalk, roof, and yard space? And the questionnaire says no to that question. It doesn't. Usually,
Right.
usually what happens in that situation when people have applied or have an intention of it, they put down, yes, we are awaiting DOT approval. It doesn't usually just say no.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that because I had to say no because I didn't have a license to do it. So I didn't know.
And then the other thing I'm just gonna point out is following our meeting, the attorney emailed, the hours were discussed at the meeting of opening at 11 o'clock and closing at 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then following our SLA committee meeting, the attorney emailed and said that the restaurant would be opening for breakfast on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so they wanted to open at 9 o'clock. So that was just one more change after the meeting when everything was discussed at the meeting.
Yeah, there was just like a miscommunication with the
Quite frankly, I'm not sure how it was a miscommunication because the questionnaire was filled out and we reviewed the hours when you were standing there at the meeting. So those hours were stated publicly at the meeting, and so I guess it was a miscommunication. Not sure what was miscommunicated.
Because I also changed my menu because I was converting from electricity to gas. So I was, changing my menu.
Do you intend to serve alcohol in the outdoor seating?
Yes, I would like to.
Any other questions?
No?
Okay, cool, one more thing. Give me 1 second, Lane.
Sure.
You made a comment about the business hours.
Mhm.
This form, it says the business hours are from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
That's not what they are. Or-
Why is that? Why is that on the form?
I'm sorry? Oh, the form.
Correct information
I
on the-
added brunch. So on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I would like to open at 9 a.m.
This form was filled out on 3/21 of this year,
Mm-hmm.
and you changed your hours at what date?
I don't remember because my menu was just evolving because I was converting to gas. So I don't remember.
Okay, some of our, there's a tree pit that's not on the site plan that's missing. You need to add, yeah. And the tree pit is diagonal from the sidewalk cafe, so it'll only need 8-foot clear path, 8-foot clearance.
Where's the tree pit? I'm trying to remember. Oh, shoot. The tree, it's to the left? What's to the right? I'm sorry, I can't remember. Because it's not, I don't think the tree pit is facing my building. The storefront. I don't remember
It's diagonal. It doesn't have to face, it's diagonal.
Yeah, it's diagonal, so it's facing another storefront. Okay.
But you need to put it on the site plan and show that you have an 8-foot clearance from it.
8 foot?
Uh,
I would have 8 feet, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs to go on the site plan.
Okay, so I have to redraw that. I thought I only have to put in tree pits that's like facing my storefront.
And then you would just need to adjust the cafe dimensions to accommodate the 8-foot clearance between the cafe perimeter and the tree bed boundary, and then label the 8-foot clearance on the site plan.
Sure.
So again, it's the tree pit's diagonal, so you only need 8 feet of clearance. Otherwise, if it was directly in front, you would need 10 feet, so.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then on the site plan form on page 3, check the box S06, street tree bed, and indicate the clearance there. You would just write 8 feet there
Sure.
as well.
Okay.
Anything else? I have a note, there's something since ADA. Anything else? Okay, all right. Lane, do you have any other questions for us?
Well, do I go back to the DOB application process and just resubmit? So I'm wondering how I can update my form.
Oh, you would just need, you mean to DOT?
Oh, okay.
I mean, you should, I guess, have a copy of the form. You just update it on the form and then update the site plan. And then, because this is a sidewalk, so, and you also send a copy to Florence, who emailed you about this meeting.
Sure. Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, all right.
Great.
And you'll have to,
what?
you'll have to come back to the liquor licensing committee if you want to serve alcohol out there, because actually to even have seating out there, because your stipulations say that there is no seating.
Okay, sure.
So they have to just file something like a
Just the
municipal.
amend.
She has to file an alteration to add the municipal.
Okay,
Okay, so I should have my lawyer file an alteration for the alcohol?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
thanks. Thanks so much, Lane. I'm gonna close the public hearing for. Where was this one? Oh, here it is. For number 12, Rulin Restaurant Group LLC, DBA Rulin. And next, we're gonna go to Alex Zink. You promote, Alex Zink, I want to see Alex
There.
Zink on.
Let's see.
Is there someone promoted that's Alex Zink already? Oh, Alex Cossey. Let's see. I have Zink on here. Is anyone here besides the applicant to testify for Allura 2 Spa Inc.? This is agenda item 20, DBA Zink. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, great. At 82 West
I don't think
3rd.
it got clicked, Mark.
82,
I think you need to click it again. I think it jumped off of it.
82 West 3rd Street for a Roadway Cafe. The application does not state FDNY review pending, but DOT confirmed via email that it's been referred to FDNY, and this is for West 3rd Street. So
And which one is this then?
number 20, Allura 2 Spa Inc. Just pulling it up. Do we have Alex with us? Hi.
Hi,
Hi, thanks for taking the time.
of course. It's my pleasure.
Thanks. And I don't see any other hands to testify on this, so please introduce yourself.
Alex, I opened and run the Zinc Bar Jazz Club for 34 years now. We originally were on Houston Street and moved to 3rd Street about 20 years ago. It's a family-owned and run business. We were recognized by the Greenwich Village Society for Historic Preservation and awarded our business a number of years ago. We had an original street dining. Not sure what they called it back then, but we were probably one of the first, certainly one of the most beautiful. And we had started an application last year, but we just never completed it until this year. So we're eager to get it through, and hopefully it'll help beautify the block once again.
Got it. So I haven't thought about FDNY and all of that. There's no
Yes. Yeah, I think they had had a regulation for the fire trucks to come through because of the fire station on 3rd or Great Jones. So we had to reduce the width of the seating to 6.5 feet. So we did that and resubmitted, and DOT then approved it.
What was it before?
I think it was 8 foot. Our original cafe was 8 foot, like all others, but that was before the fire department, made it clear that they couldn't open their doors if they came down the street. So we're happy to comply with that, of course.
Okay, and you have flooring proposed. And then the other note I have on here is there's a checkbox. I think it's at the top of the site plan form, like that first page. It's actually P1 for parking space. Versus I think what you have checked now is, oh, you don't have anything checked. So yeah, it's just checking P1.
P1?
Yeah, parking space.
Because it is part. Yeah, it's alternate side of the street parking.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just checking that.
Yeah, I'm parked there now, so
Okay.
I'm the one who's gonna have to give up my spot.
Oh wow. There you go.
Yeah. And you I'm sorry, the check I need to check is T1, like
P1. It's
okay.
yeah. P as in parking.
Oh, of course, P for parking.
We're pairing. Yeah, we're pairing.
I'll find it. Thank you.
Okay, and just look at the
Nothing covering the tree pits.
right.
Nothing covering the tree pit or anything, the tree pit's open.
Yeah, so we got a lot of complaints about your tree pit, because you have legal sidewalk seating on there. So what's the story with that?
Well, I mean, we have a tree pit. We engaged with the Parks Department to make sure that the tree was well taken care of, and they sent somebody from Parks Department, and I reviewed our pit with him, and he found it to be, in his words, one of the safest trees in the city. We water it, we nurture it. We try to keep vandals away from it. At one point, somebody actually tried to carve their initials in it, and we chased them away. We love our tree, and we take very good care of it.
Yeah, but I just want to know about the seating.
Well, so here's the deal: is there is no seating in the amenity zone, which is what that is,
Mm-hmm.
and there is no, and this is so that's one thing, is that no one's supposed to operate any type of seating
Mm-hmm.
next to the curb that way.
Okay.
Unless the city.
Well, I mean, right now we're applying for a permit for the street seating.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right, but what we're letting you know is that you're not in compliance with, like, even with a roadway cafe, that's not allowed. Even though if you were to have a sidewalk cafe application, that would not be allowed.
Okay.
Like, it's not allowed in any universe of what the outdoor dining program is. So while we're here evaluating a roadway cafe, you do have seating that's not allowed in the amenity zone, which is in the rules, not us being subjective about it, it's what DOT says in the rules.
Well, there's a tree pit. It's well protected. We also have a stoop along the building, and people do sit on the stoop, and we try to make sure that they don't block the residential doors, but we can't necessarily stop people from doing that. The other morning there was somebody passed out on top of the tree pit, and he had probably overdosed, and we had to help him until he could be conscious enough to move on. So I mean it's a very active street, and there's we do our best to keep it clean, clear, beautify it, and we'll always do that.
Are you willing to remove the seating?
I mean,
Basic.
I mean, we don't have tables and chairs on the sidewalk.
And again, like, it's
The amenity zone, that area that is next to the curb, is for the city to use as it wishes.
Yeah.
Bike rack there, it can put a tree there, it can
Yeah.
put toll things there, it can put link systems there, all these various things.
Yeah.
It is for the city to decide how it wants to use it. It's
Yeah.
for individual operators to decide that that's their space to use.
I understand.
So will the seating be removed?
I mean, I'd rather not remove protection from the tree, if that's what you're asking me.
Sorry, but the seating and having people put their feet all over the tree is not protection for the tree. But it just sounds to me like we have a disagreement. We'll ask for enforcement. We'll recommend that this not be approved because you're not willing to comply with the regulations. It's very straightforward, and that's not a problem for us to do, but I mean,
we're just giving you an opportunity.
Yeah, we're giving you an opportunity to change it. People, when they utilize trees, it encumbers the trees. There's benches placed all around them. It's not legal anywhere. I mean, that's just pretty straightforward. So.
But we've taken very, very good care of the trees. So, I mean, it's certainly, there's no issue with that.
No, Alex, I hear you on that, and I have no doubt that you care about that tree, but it's what's stated in the law. It's not us trying to be subjective about it. We tell this to everyone. Okay. Do you have any other questions for us? Other comments?
No, just the one correction you said I need to make on the parking, but
The checkbox, and then we have we've asked to be in compliance with the program rules, which would mean removing any sort of amenity seating in the amenity zone. Those are the two recommended modifications.
Okay, I can accept that.
So, yeah, Valerie, I just had a question. Besides the illegal tree pit seating, opposite the tree pit is something marked as 5 feet of private setup. That's maybe 2 feet deep. And I'm wondering what in the world that could be in relationship to this roadway seating.
We have a hatch that services the store. And that hatch is it's a an operable hatch, and it runs along the front of the building there.
I would label it as that and.
Hatch, okay.
Yeah, private setup, is just not.
Yeah, well, it's privately owned. I mean, it's not a city hatch. It's part of the hatch itself is privately owned. It's owned by the store. But I could change the labeling to hatch.
Anything else? Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. I'm going to close the public hearing on this agenda item. I should have forgotten which.
20. That was 20.
Oh, 20, okay. I'm closing the public hearing for Zinc at 82 West 3rd Street. So next, let's go to number 3, agenda item number 3. Robert, are you on Zoom? Thank you for patiently waiting. Okay, so we're going to go to Lee Industry Little Italy LLC, DBA La Industry, at 197 Grand Street for a sidewalk cafe. Do we have anyone who would like to testify on this application? If so, please raise your hand. Okay, not seeing any hands. Robert, hello.
How you doing?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
It's his birthday.
Wait, what?
It's his birthday.
Oh my gosh, you should have told me that at the top of the meeting.
No, it's okay. I didn't want to be one of those people to be like, "That's my birthday. Can I go first?" And
you know, it's hard turning 25, right?
I wish. 32.
Okay, wow. Okay, so we're still saying the number. Okay, got it.
I'm old now. I'm allowed to.
I don't know. Wow. Happy birthday, and thanks for spending it here with us. I'm sorry we don't have a cake or a bottle of champagne for you. So
That's all right.
any questions on this one? Let's see if we can get through this expediently. And I hear Michael in the background. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You miss us, don't you?
Yes.
But maybe see Donna and Carter more often. Huh? Landistry? Yeah.
Mike came to SLA on Thursday because apparently someone was away
Yeah.
for their birthday.
For their birthday.
celebration.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I know. Let me see. All right.
So the only issue here, I think, or well, one of the issues we talked about was the line, right? And if there's going to be a line in front or the seating, it was one or the other, because one of the things that they had talked about was going back and forth on the line, so it could be in front.
Yes.
So
they can't, I think the conversation we had was they can't have the line and have the seating.
Yes. So we wanted, our whole thing was to try and get the line dissipated. They didn't want the line.
Right.
And they were willing to sacrifice getting rid of a line so they could have that outdoor seating.
Right.
Okay.
and how did that work out?
Have they
We're
opened?
hoping it could work.
Because that's been, particularly in this area, one of our other committees that deals with all the street events and lines, that's been a very big issue, and particularly if there's regular lines, that it really just, this area has so much density. I know that people are working on some other issues in the area, but this sort of, if it is a destination, as their other location is,
Mm-hmm.
both is a tremendous impact.
Okay.
And so, and I don't know if these barriers or how they are intending to do this, if they're going to be
Fence?
using similar barriers that are shown in
Is
the
it within the
photographs.
fence?
So yes, they were going to go with the same type of stuff that they did for when we originally filed for Margarita. They were going to kind of keep it the same thing.
So, I mean, that makes it even more difficult, because if there's any line, it appears as if this is, fixed fence, even though it's
Yeah.
like
Well, one of the things they did speak about, even at the community board, that they were going to try and do more calls. They're going to try and take orders so people can go walk around, see the area, and then they get a phone call or a text message that would get sent to them so it knows, hey, your pizza and food is done. That was one of the things that they did speak about, and I know they want to try and work it out. I know right now they're probably in the midst of figuring out the right way to go about everything.
I mean, realistically, is that for a pizza place, is that how that could work? I mean, I understand for a reservation, for a sit down.
Well, if it's as big as they're expecting, then yeah, it could work out because then it won't create lines of people in front of the building. They can disperse and walk around and go do other things, shop.
Right,
And then
I mean,
when-
if they're doing takeout, it seems like the turnaround's too short that they'd have to.
There's nowhere for somebody to go.
I just.
And the
still
15 minutes
order
you're
it.
saying to,
Well,
Well, we could talk to them about it, see if we can come to a nice agreement to make everybody happy.
in the old plan.
and I guess the other thing is just, it looks like the entryway is obstructed by that last table. Where you have the opening doors.
No, the main door is the one to the left. That's a French door.
Got it.
The modification I've got on this is to check that it's a regional corridor.
Okay,
All right. Anything else?
not a problem.
So I noticed that
Yeah, I think the regional corridor aspect is the issue with sort of lining up and stuff, so.
Okay.
also they have a 10-foot dimension from the parking sign. Wouldn't that be a lesser dimension because it's diagonal and not in front of their property?
Yeah,
Anybody else want to?
yeah, I think it would be, but it doesn't really matter, Brian, just because they don't want to block their entry and they need the 10 feet from the curb. So either way, that's where those tables would be. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. You do have to have that passageway to the front door. That has to remain.
So it does, I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't look like they're modifying the seating that they would do because of that 10 feet. It looks like that's the distance it ends up being by the way they're doing it.
Yeah, because if not, they wanted to put another chair there, but that 10 feet cuts that off. So we couldn't add that in, and we didn't want to block the door.
Right.
Okay. So changing anything there would not, it's a good indication of the distance. So, okay, that's fine. That's all. Mhm.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna close the public hearing on number 3.
Hey, Robert, you're done.
No, he's not done.
He's not done.
No, I'm not done. I've got a few more.
What does he have?
Yeah, next week, we're gonna go to agenda item number 5, Avellino Hospitality LLC DBA Fermento at 226 Varick
Sorry.
for a sidewalk cafe. Donna's ready to give you the night off.
I appreciate it. Got a few more.
Okay, so we'll hopefully
Okay,
do them
sorry.
expediently. Okay, so the other one, so Avellino. It's just, I have too many tabs.
I could tell you which numbers I have if that makes it easier.
Oh, no, I know which ones. Okay, let's
No, I know, I know.
So we've got number 5, number 13, number 16, 18,
Oh, sorry.
21.
Whoa.
Yes. No, don't worry about it.
Wow.
The past few times it's only been like 1 or 2, so
I know. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna open up the public hearing for Avellino Fermento 226 Varick for Sidewalk Cafe. Is anyone here to testify on this application? Please raise your hand. I'm just pulling it up.
So I see no one.
I don't see anyone. Get some water because all I've done is talk all day. Okay.
So the length and width at the bottom of the site plan are switched.
Oh yeah, just
Okay, we'll fix that.
And there's tables on top of the cellar door, but not marked in section 3. And then just checking that, so that would be checking the third box under furnishings for the cellar door in section 3.
Okay, section 3, the furnishing.
And
Yeah, so it was just the one box under the furnishing?
yeah.
Okay. And then switch the length and width.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all I've got on that one.
Yep.
Anything else? Okay, so I'm gonna close the public hearing on number 5. Next, we're gonna go to agenda item number 13 for Davida 1 Inc., DBA Marcelino at 178 Mulberry Street for a sidewalk cafe. No hands. Yes, if you would like to testify, please raise your hand. I think I'm gonna we do that one. Okay, so this is Davida. Okay, so it's on the corner, right, of Broome and Mulberry, but it's only a sidewalk cafe on Broome.
Correct. And this one was sold before, it was under SUD 123.
What do you mean 1, 2, 3? What does that mean?
That was their corporate name.
Oh, okay. And I guess how's the food gonna be served? Is it over the shoulder?
we agreed to. I'm sorry, what was that?
The serving, is it over the shoulder serving?
Yes, because that's what we agreed to originally with the other application.
Okay.
So we're going with the same exact everything.
Okay. You think I start to recognize these by sight? Okay, yeah, great. Okay, I see that served. Okay, from the French doors. Okay, got it. I don't have anything else on this one. Anyone?
There's no seating on Mulberry, right?
There's no seating on Mulberry, right?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna close the public hearing on number 13. So next, we're gonna go to agenda item number 16 for 213 6th Avenue Riviera LLC, DBA Deans at 213 6th Avenue for a sidewalk cafe. Takes me longer to pull these up than it. Okay, so for Dean, there's a comment says it looks like there is a residential entry to the north, right, but perhaps not a main entrance. The main entrance to the building may be on King Street. Either way, it looks like it is more than 5 feet away from where the cafe would be. So if I guess, do you know anything about that? I mean, you meet the clearance anyways, but if you do know it's a main entrance, if you could label it, but if it's not, then it's not.
To the left or the right? We didn't do these original plans, so
Oh, okay,
not 100% sure on this one.
okay.
So if you tell me where you want me to correct, and I can.
I guess like we don't know, that's the thing, that was the question, we didn't know. But it's in compliance with, it has 5 feet, it's just a matter of whether or not it's labeled, that's all, but.
Yeah.
I
I don't have anything labeled on mine, but we can label it if need be.
Anything else on that? I mean, do you think these, I don't think we need to label it, it's fine. Because we don't know. Okay, so I think we're done with that one, but, and does anyone want to testify on this one? I may have forgot to have asked,
So I
so,
think that there was some public comments. that we had
Received?
on this.
Where?
So drive it, was put in the wrong place when I moved it. I noticed it when I was putting it.
Okay, we did receive a comment. Okay, so given that they're adjoining Restaurant King, so Dean's has a restaurant that they own that's next to, like the same owners, owns a restaurant they're called King.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the comment we received is given that their adjoining Restaurant King constantly takes over the 6th Avenue sidewalk with overbearing planters and other plants, forcing people to use the subway grates to walk on and around the corner on King Street, more heavy planters and serving items and trash, causing a too narrow pedestrian pathway. I believe Dean's will do likewise, therefore please address this issue with them. Or will those planters shown in the attached pics remain against the front of the restaurant as shown? I don't see any attached pics to these comments. Application. I guess if you can share that with the owner.
Yeah, definitely. We could definitely speak to them about that one. Especially if you guys are getting messages about it.
Yeah. I mean, mostly we just want to we want to help people not receive violations, so if they know what is being.
Yeah, definitely don't want any violations, but also want the community to be happy too, so.
Community doesn't like.
So are those planters in the picture that are against the building facade, are those going away? Or are they gonna be in the cafe or in the application? There's a bunch of,
You have the photos that you can show. I don't see any photos.
yeah, I'm not on Zoom.
Just because this was sent to us later.
I know, but I'm not on Zoom, so I can't drive it.
on our website on the calendar.
I'm just not on Zoom.
Okay, let me take a look.
There.
Go to photos.
It's like, it's on page 4 of the application on the website.
All right.
Okay, so there's that. Just have one more after that.
But I guess that would be the comment, is not to put the planters outside of the sidewalk cafe.
Yeah, what are the barriers going to be?
That out.
No.
The barrier, you like what they're made of?
Yeah.
I believe they're gonna go with stanchions, but I could be wrong. We could find out for you though.
Yeah, I'm only asking about the planters because they're against the building facade and then because of that comment. So just making sure they don't find the planters don't find their way like into the amenity zone or something.
Okay, yeah, I see the planters you're talking about for the photos. We can make sure they're not out and in the way, so we can make sure they can get rid of them.
Okay. All right, so I think that's it on this one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to close the public hearing on Dean's. We're next going to go to agenda item 21, which is Marla 2022 Inc., DBA Mamali at 70 Christopher Street for a Roadway Cafe. So that is, did I? Okay, great. Lost my folder. Is anyone here from the public who would like to testify on Mamali at 70 Christopher Street for a Roadway Cafe? Please raise your hand. I don't see anybody. Okay. So let me just go to this folder. There it is. Oh. All right, so. All right, so corner of Christopher and 7th Avenue, not referred to FDNY. This was confirmed by DOT. There's 2 Roadway cafes, one on Christopher that's 6 feet, 6 inches wide, and one on 7th Avenue that's 8 feet wide. There's flooring proposed in both of them. And it says, considerate of clearance from subway stairs, just meeting clearance required. And there's no proposed modifications. Any other comments from the committee or questions?
Really, it's a busy corner.
Yeah. All right. Well, Robert, we didn't get you out of here by the sunset. Apologies on.
That's okay. We actually got one more with you guys.
We have one more?
Yes,
Oh,
West
I missed-
Village
I missed
Finest
number
Deli.
18. I missed number 18. I thought, okay, so I'm gonna
No,
close.
it's okay.
I'm gonna close. I think I want to close the public hearing on this one. I don't think there's anything else. Okay. Yeah, I wonder, I'm curious about that West Village bid 7th Avenue plan and how that, there's a plan for 7th Avenue from the West Village bid. I'm just wondering what that's like in.
Oh, an
conjunction with this.
overall plan.
Yeah, the overall plan. Okay, so I'm gonna close the public hearing on number 21.
I wonder if they want to reach out to them before they go through with
Oh, yeah.
something.
Robert,
Yes.
you may want to reach out to the West Village bid. They have a master plan. This is saying like or your client may want to, or you, because the West Village bid, the Business Improvement District, they just presented, it may be on our website. Is it on our website, Mark?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, whatever happened to that? So they presented, I don't know, but it would be good to put up there. So anyways, Robert, there's a master plan for 7th Avenue that the bid is proposing. So I don't remember the exact specifics of it. I think they're supposed to come back because it was a short presentation for our traffic and transportation committee, but you may want to reach out to the bid.
Okay.
Just before they spend money on
Yeah.
something that, they may.
Pete, did you want to testify on this application? Can we let Pete speak? Did someone let Pete speak?
Mark, can we let Pete speak?
Sorry.
Pete?
Sorry, okay, yeah. I was wanting to testify on item 1.
Okay, we haven't gotten there yet because we're just getting through applicants that are here.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
So we should get.
Well, we'll go to it next, but we're just gonna wrap up.
Yeah.
With this, so I'm gonna close the public hearing on Mamali. Next, we're gonna go to number 18, West Village Finest Deli, or DB West Village Finest at 84 7th Avenue South for an enclosed sidewalk cafe. I believe that was one of the pre-existing ones. Anybody want to start on that one? I have to pull it up.
It's there. Is it ADA accessible? We just have an ADA note there. I guess modification, just a regular ADA. Is there, looks like it's ADA accessible. I don't see a step.
I don't remember. I mean, I have it.
Oh, there's a tiny little step up.
Yeah. Other comments? Other questions? Okay. I'm just gonna look at the. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
guys at the next one. Take
All
care.
right. Okay, so let's go to agenda. I'm gonna close that public hearing for number 18. And now we're gonna go back to the top of the agenda for agenda item number 1. 114 Kenmare Associates LLC, DBA The Corner Deli slash La Esquina Cantina at 106 Kenmare for a sidewalk cafe. Pete.
Yes. So I see that the paperwork that's submitted for this is dated 2024. There is a new DBA that's not reflected in the paperwork. I don't know how much of this needs to line up, but
I think it does.
all
Right?
the photographs are from the previous operation. It's now Santo Taco, which is lamp shows Santo Taco along with the corner deli as the DBAs. So it seems that if what you're trying to do is create an accurate current record, it seems that Santo Taco should be part of what the record is. This all changed with, according to Lamp, I believe about last June. And as of the license effective date is June 2025. License issue date is March 2nd, 2026. And that is for 114 Kenmare Associates LLC and Taco 114 Kenmare LLC, DBA Corner Deli, AKA La Esquina Santo Taco. The drawing that they show we're very fortunate because Google Street View just updated in April 2026 the view of the outside of this building. Some of it's under scaffold, so it's hard to see. But the seating that they have now doesn't line up with what's in the drawing they sent you. It's not far off, but it's not the same. And the photos are definitely have nothing to do with what.
So it sounds like what you're telling us is that this is not, in fact, a complete and accurate application.
Well, just one thing. I am always perpetually confused by how DOT handles these applications, whether they go by the business name or the DBA name, because it keeps splitting half the time. So, but they go under the food service number.
Okay.
So just, that's what DOT does. So we've had some.
Service number is not in Lamp?
No. So, but I'm just saying, we've had some instances where the DOT application comes in, like for the Gansevoort Hotel, it came in, it was two separate businesses, two separate liquor licenses, but DOT looked at it as one because it's one food service number. Just an eye on how DOT looks at it versus how the liquor authority looks at it.
Yeah, mainly I know how hard you guys have worked to create this accurate record, so folks in the future have something to refer to that means something. So that was where my attention was going on.
Yeah. I mean, I think what we always, at least SLA, we try to make sure that the business name, the entity name, is always linked with things, because that doesn't change unless there's a real change. Whereas the DBA does change, and we're not always notified of that, SLA wise.
Okay. I believe the principles are essentially the same. Derek Sanders has continued, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
We have the applicant here.
Yes, my name is Erin House. I am the Director of Operations for La Esquina, and I work directly with Derek Sanders, the owner.
Okay, so I guess how did we know this was the applicant, Mark? But but who allowed the, like,
Oh, I,
to talk?
well, I did because they.
Oh. Well, hello, Aaron, and we did not know we had the applicant here. Apologies, I would have called.
My apologies
I would have
for
called.
interjecting.
That's okay, I would have called on you much sooner, so thanks for your patience. I just didn't have that name associated with this application, so I guess there's a lot of questions.
Yes, so when we were first applying for our Sidewalk Cafe permit, we were currently in negotiations with Santo Taco, which is what Mr. Davies is referring to. We entered into a co-tenancy agreement with Santo Taco LLC about 12 months ago, and they took over the frontage on the Kenmare side of La Esquina. Upon further communications with the Department of Transportation, we were able to confirm that our application is to go under the food service establishment permit, which is under La Esquina or 114 Kenmare Associates LLC.
Get the assumed name change? Can you assume the names be changed with DOT so that it reads?
So Santo Taco's on there?
Absolutely, I can make those adjustments.
Yeah. All right, okay, so let's see.
Pictures.
The core allocation seating pros on both Kenmare and Lafayette. Both streets are technically regional, but Lafayette here is in the range for the small sidewalk cafe seating exception. Minimum clear path of 8 feet will be allowed on regional corridors as defined in the pedestrian mobility plan when the standard 10-foot clear path is not feasible, and the proposed sidewalk cafe is located within an area where only small sidewalk cafes were previously permitted by New York City Department of City Planning, DCP. And then the Lafayette street seating, the cafe is 9 feet 8 inches wide, leaving 8 feet of sidewalk clearance, but not allowed to have the sidewalk cafe more than 50% of the sidewalk width for the dining out NYC rule. So the widest that the sidewalk cafe could be on the Lafayette street seating is 8 feet 10 inches. So that would be one.
We can make those adjustments.
Yeah. Great. And then, let's see, and then labeling the 203 residential lobby as a primary building entrance and indicating the 5-foot clearance from the sidewalk cafe. You may need to adjust that link on Lafayette Street to accommodate the 5-foot clearance. And then you would need to check the box S22 on the site plan form where it says primary building entrance and indicate 5 feet there. That's in section 2. And that's it.
Understood.
Great. Thank you again, Aaron. Again, I apologize if you didn't catch. I should have asked if there's anyone else here. So thank you so much for taking the time. Are there other questions or comments from the committee? Pete, you still have your hand up. Do you have something?
I think I'm good with all the comments you've made, so thank you.
Okay, thanks, Pete, for raising that. Anything else?
Was there any notes for the Kenmare side at all?
It says 2 parts.
Yeah. Oh, there's a question. Yes. I know. Well, I just thank you for raising that. Will they still have, will you still have counter seating to the east or left of the door as in the application photos?
Those are no longer there.
So no counter seating?
No counter seating, no.
And then as far as, there's only an 8-foot requirement
on
Lafayette Street.
Yes.
So why is that?
The small sidewalk cafes, so it is on the small sidewalk.
If it's only feasible.
Yeah, if
It's not
that's-
feasible.
Oh.
If it's feasible, this is what we used to say. If it's
Oh, okay,
feasible
then
for them to
raise,
keep the
then
10
I would
feet,
raise that point
If it's
for you.
feasible for them to keep the 10 feet, then it should be the 10 feet.
And why'd
That means
you let me go
feasible.
through all that? I wouldn't have said it all because I need to get water.
So I'm just looking to see, I see where the Lafayette Street diagram is. So that says 8 feet, but if they can have the sidewalk seating with 10 feet, it should be the 10 feet.
Okay, so it sounds like, Aaron, that
Why does that
the
sidewalk
committee is,
say?
that the working group is going to recommend that it is feasible.
So it's
So
almost
10
a
feet.
7, so that would change it to be a
Okay.
7-foot, 8-inch sidewalk cafe
On the Kenmare side?
On
on the
Lafayette
Lafayette
side.
On the Lafayette side? Oh, okay.
Because the way it reads is that it's an 8-foot clear, it used to be this small sidewalk cafe, I don't have the language right in front of me, but it can go to 8, it's a 10-foot clearance, but it can go to 8 feet if it's not feasible to have
Yeah.
the 10 feet, but it's feasible to have the 10 feet. It's just,
Okay. So we then reduce our sidewalk cafe by about
2 feet.
2 feet. Yeah, understood.
It looks, I don't know if that would change the number of tables and chairs at all. I don't know that
I
it would.
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great.
And then just separately, in the past, there was actually a separate agreement with respect to the Sidewalk Cafe on a bunch of issues. Just so that you're aware, there's closing hours that were reduced, and then also there was the agreement that the takeout window would close at 9:30. There would be security guards out there.
Mhm.
There would be additional training for the security, and this dates back to 2009. So I think there are a number of different issues. So have you found that those types of things, would you keep doing them? Would you not do them? Or what sort of the update, since that was a long time ago, but it's still the same style of food operation, just a different operator or partnership or whatever?
Mhm. So Santo Taco does close their window early, and we do only have 2 security guards that have been with us for more than 10 years each, and they have gone through their training, and they keep everyone safe within La Esquina for a very long time. So yes, we do take those seriously.
And they're on the outside of the Sidewalk Cafe, or they're on the inside, or what?
Yeah, so our security guard just stands on the inside of Santo Taco
Okay.
before they go through the door into La Esquina down to the basement.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just clarifying, since that was a part of the older agreement. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, anything else? Pete, did you have your hand up still? There was a comment, I couldn't see it in the chat, I'm not on Zoom.
Yeah, I just put that comment in there about the setup at the curb outside the door. It looks like it's on the street view. I'm not sure if it's a waiter stand or garbage can or whatever, but it's at the curb.
Aaron, is there something that's happening in the amenity zone, which is the space on the sidewalk on either Kenmare or Lafayette, that it has items from the?
No, there's not. I see it in the image that Mr. Davies has shared right now, and I believe it's a service station that actually sits next to the front door. So they may have just moved it for a period of cleaning or reshuffling or whatever it may be.
Okay, yeah, just as long as that amenity zone just stays clear.
Understood.
For the rules of the program. Okay. I'm gonna, thank you so much, Aaron. Thanks for your patience. I'm gonna close the public hearing on agenda item number 1.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thanks. And then are there any applicants? I'm just gonna read these off, otherwise or if anyone has public testimony on these items, then we'll go, so we have number 6, which is 32 Grand Street for a sidewalk cafe. Is there any public testimony or is the applicant here? I think we just move it to business session, right? Okay. Is that okay? Well, I'm trying to get through this meeting. Okay, so next, I'm gonna close the public hearing on number 6. Next, we have number 8, Gammon Cafe LLC, DBA 7 Spring at 7 Spring Street. For Roadway Cafe, do we have anyone from the, on behalf of the applicant here, anyone who wishes to testify on this application? Okay, I'm not seeing any hands, so we're gonna move that to business session. Next, we have 490 LaGuardia LLC, DBA San Denis at 88 West Houston Street for both a sidewalk cafe and a roadway cafe. Would anyone like to testify on that application? I don't think we have any applicants in the, right? Okay. Okay, seeing none, I'm gonna move that to business session. Next, we have MVMH Hospitality Group, LLC, DBA La Petite Village at 1737 7th Avenue South for a sidewalk cafe. Would anyone like to testify on that application? Please raise your hand. Seeing none, I'm gonna move that to business session. Next, we have Bagel Pub at 110 University Place. And for Sidewalk Cafe, would anyone like to testify on that application? Not seeing any hands, I'm gonna move that to business session. Next, we have Dante West 4th LLC, DBA Dante Aperitivo Bar, 51 Bank Street for a Sidewalk Cafe. And there's a note that the proposed sidewalk cafe width is less than 3 feet wide and not ADA compliant. Okay, Norma. So we'll stop here on number 15. Norma Cote. Can we promote Norma? And then I think that puts us to business session after this.
Okay, am I connected?
Yeah.
I submitted comments via an email along with some photographs. Not much needs to be said. The real problems here are the narrowness of the sidewalks on both Bank Street and West 4th. And the measurements on the site plan submitted by the applicant are unambiguous, and neither sidewalk is wide enough for a sidewalk cafe, even without a service aisle, but they haven't provided a service aisle either. So I think there's no way you can shoehorn a sidewalk cafe on either Bank Street or West 4th and still have a clear path for pedestrians. I'd also like to note that this applicant has appeared before the SLA committee for a liquor license, and most recently in May of 2025, a year ago. And at that time, although that committee was not ruling on any outdoor eating operation, there were some stipulations that were made part of that application, one of which was that any outdoor operations, wait a sec, had to close by 10 o'clock every day. And the current application asks for hours extending to 10:30 every day. It seems to me that if in the largesse of God, sidewalk cafes should be allowed on either of these two streets, that the applicant should be held to its representation before the liquor license committee that it would close by 10.
That wouldn't
Which you don't deal with. This committee doesn't deal with that.
did you get my email with the photographs?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's under public comment.
Under Dante?
Yes. I'm just looking up for my reference. Too narrow, 6 feet would be left for pedestrians, far less than the clear path. Right, I see that about the house.
So
It's also on a platform, no?
Yes, so.
Okay, great. Also, there's, with these grates that are on the sidewalk for like, make it impossible for there to be a cafe there.
Yeah, you would think it'd be impossible, but they have been violating all the rules forever, ever since they opened the store. They've never had a barrier. They've always been encroaching on the sidewalk, serving from the sidewalk. It's been a disaster from the beginning, and they seem to ignore all the rules and the warnings from previous meetings.
This one just opened, just to, you know, they just opened a couple months ago at this location.
So
I don't think that's true.
When did they open?
Well, the same applicant,
Came in May of last year.
in May of last year, and in,
I'll tell you when they opened. Hang on a second.
it was previously Nats on Bank.
Right.
and they
Oh.
took, this applicant took over
right.
the space in May of, in 2021, I believe. This applicant.
No.
No, this is not Hudson.
This is not Hudson Street. This is the one on West Fourth.
The old Nat space.
Right.
And
So there is an updated site plan. Did we receive this afternoon, Mark? Or,
it looks the same as the other one.
no, because it says it has a diagonal line that shows the clearance, that's not on the one application. It just says new, and it was put in there at 4:34 today. Oh, okay. No, but it says Stella put it in there, so I just didn't know if we were copied on something, or maybe I wasn't copied, which is fine. I just didn't know. I didn't know the AGS of where the site plan came from.
Oh, I'm sorry, is this the one that, they gave us? No, that was yesterday's. There was one yesterday that came in, and it doubled up, it had the wrong site plan.
Oh, and that's what it was.
Norma, they opened sometime this winter. I'm not sure exactly when.
Wait, we got this yesterday and then we put it on today?
That's why I'm surprised, I wouldn't think it would be on today's, agenda.
We had a site plan from them, and then we had an amended site plan.
That doesn't make any sense because it wouldn't be in the middle of the agenda.
Right.
No, we may have
had-
received the updated site plan because
Yes.
the original plans were put in on April 28th.
Yeah, sounds
So
right.
we got an updated site plan.
Oh.
But that didn't go through me, I got an updated site plan for the one last night, but that's not on your agenda tonight. So it must have gone straight to Florence, and she put it in.
And this one,
Oh, right, because maybe she told him about this and then they
Right, and she's not working from the office, so I don't hear the day-to-day.
and I'm just, this,
Well, nevertheless, this site plan is self defeating, you might say. It shows clearly that it's not.
But which one are you looking at? Are you looking at one with red lines, Brian, or no?
I'm looking at both of them together.
Okay, great,
Neither one comply with any of the
Right, okay.
and it's not even complete. It doesn't show the curb cuts, sidewalk, curb ramps or anything like.
Oh, right, and that's a whole thing. I feel like I don't even remember the
And
rules.
it only shows a 6-foot clear path on Bank Street.
That's right. It's
Right, and Norma
so-
pointed that out as well.
And so what you see is you were saying the platform is actually exists there. It has existed. It's probably, some raised area, but that is part of the sidewalk and not building.
So to be clear, they would need 8 feet from the pedestrian ramp.
Well,
There was an email from DOT, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Just to tell you what DOT said about it, because they were asked about this. DOT, hang on. They sent in, first we had one site plan, then they sent another one like on May 4th. The platform is historic, so clear path does not apply on that frontage. That's what Sarah Wassam said from DOT to Stella.
That what? The language?
The platform is historic, so clear path does not apply on that frontage.
But you can't have seating on a platform.
Hang on.
That's right.
Hang on. Right. Not
Oh, you just need 1 foot.
sure. We
6
went
inches.
through this before with DOT, and so and we've been asking for clarity on this and have yet to receive it. But despite that, even if you ignore that part, to Norma's other point is that there is no way for servers to not be in the clear path of the sidewalk, even if it's a reduced clear path of the sidewalk in either of these locations. So, we've had some other examples with platforms. I'll be up at the Liquor Authority with one tomorrow, where they can say that they can serve from on that platform. But in this instance, they can't serve from within either platform also. And so on the one platform and the other place with the 2-foot seating, there's no servers are out in the sidewalk, in the 8-foot sidewalk. There's no barriers on any of their establishments. And I don't know if DOT permits the platform. I don't know how the platform, which is 4 feet wide, which would make it ADA accessible, is ADA accessible because it's on a platform.
Right.
And the 2 feet wide is not ADA, can't fit anything in there. So that's an additional.
So the one on the West 4th Street is not ADA compliant because it's only 2 feet wide.
Right.
And then you're saying there's a question on
the ADA compliance on Bank Street.
Because of the platform. There's no ramp.
There's
not
no
ADA
ramp, and if you were to.
Which platform are you talking about?
The
Bank
platform
Street.
that's on Bank, because there's no platform on West 4th.
So, it was there in 1940.
Right. But we.
No, I'm just.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking
Yeah.
at tax photos.
So DOT's point is what they've said to us.
They're saying it's fine.
Well, yeah. Because it's there, so you wouldn't have the.
So in this, we had this conversation with another location on Elizabeth Street where, the whole point of the pedestrian clear path is to provide the clear path, and there's not really a requirement for the clear path here because the stoop line extends all the way down the block. And I can see where if DOT is saying it's a pre-existing platform, there's nothing that's particularly accomplished by having the wider space here because it goes all the way down the block. It's unlike some of the other spaces, where that's not the case, but the issue becomes where do servers serve from?
Right.
And so if they're utilizing the full width of it, nobody can serve it. I think that's the issue that we should be speaking to.
Right. And that is that, and that there's no.
But with that said, it is 4 feet, 4 inches. And with the 2 tops configured in that fashion, there is enough room on the platform.
If they did it.
For service side. I'm just saying that there is,
There is.
you know,
I mean-
so.
No, but are you saying that just because the platform is there historically, that you can remove the ADA requirement for customers and servers?
No, because the other side is accessible.
But it's only 2 feet wide.
It's not.
Well, then, I mean, these are, I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but if the ramp is there and they have a portable ramp, that accomplishes the ADA accessibility.
For that one.
Because you know, that's what businesses use throughout the area for that. And the building itself, the restaurant itself is up those 2 inches, so they'd already have the ramp to use. Because you can't access the inside. And in that platform, I mean, it's there in the 1940s tax photos.
That's the size of the chairs.
But I don't,
That's how
is
it's
that-
set up
is that in
today.
there?
It is, it's in the drive.
Okay, but that's more tables than there are in the diagram.
Well, the one in front is, yes, but the other one is two tops. The file name is 2026-05-06 photos. And that's how they've been setting it up consistently. With, you know, again, I mean, there's just no way for any server there. But I mean, sure, if they can actually comply. My issue is that they have a longstanding history of not complying to the seating, not putting up any barriers on any of their locations. They have this table that's off of the platform, so there's no reason for that table to be excusing the clear path because it's
Right, I
not
think
on the
those are-
platform. And all the seating on the other side, there's no barriers and nobody can get to it and the server can't get to it. And I do think in this instance, because we are allowed to consider this, and it would certainly be something that would be considered at the SLA meeting, would be the crowds outside. And if you look at those photos I put in there, they have the same crowds outside here. And this one, I think, you know, it's a separate photo, was from March, and they had all these people standing around outside, which is the same problem that happens on Hudson Street all the time, still to this day. And this is a narrower little sidewalk that's very heavily trafficked on, especially on weekends, with just people going up and down.
So they're required, just for clarification, they're required to currently comply with all rules. correct?
Yes.
So.
And
Are they permitted to operate this?
outside here with their liquor license, with anything? No
So they're operating without any,
permits. They don't have a DOT permit and they haven't applied to the liquor authority for it. So the whole thing is non-compliant.
right, well, that's one issue, right? And number two is that the setup that they're operating now is non-conforming to the site plan.
To the site plan.
So the steps that they need to do would be to conform to the proposed site plan. If the sidewalk seating is, they need to maintain the barrier on Bank Street at the edge of the raised platform. And something we've asked, right, is that they maintain, if there is a platform, that there is some barrier. That's been our biggest issue from a safety perspective, so that they would have to have, you know, some type of barrier that's maintained there with enough space for the servers to serve the tables. And then on West 4th Street, if they were permitted to have those tables, they wouldn't be able to also utilize the benches for seating. Seating again would have to conform to the diagrams. And they'd have to use retractable barriers of some sort for that seating.
Well, and then you still need servers serving them.
Well, I'm just even
putting that out
saying
there.
if it's self-service, because remember, it can be self-service. And if it's self-service, people can walk and move the extendable thingies, right? That's what we've been told.
Right.
So, you know, that was what would be needed in order for it to comply. But
And then
they do have table service. And as such, they need to provide a way to have seating, you know, be able to serve it, which would mean if they're doing over the shoulder service, that they would only be able to have one table.
Right. And then the next thing I just want to
And
bring
do
up.
they have a separate doorway is the other question, because I think
Where?
that this space had another doorway and I'm just doing that.
They're not used. If you look at the photo I put in there, you might be able to see that other doorway. I think that you're referencing. I've never seen it used. But if you look at that photo, it's the first photo in that group. It's this trash receptacle or something that has been right next to the tree pit in the furnishing zone for forever.
Right.
And that's another issue. I just don't know who that complaint gets made to.
So there was a doorway all the way in the back. I'm looking at an earlier photograph that is what I was thinking of, and this was a number of operators back.
So your point is someone could come out that door and serve the other table?
That's just why I'm.
Yeah, no.
You know, these are compliant setups, but the thing is, the reason it's not being served in a compliant manner right now.
Well, I don't see a path forward for this to be approved, so I think maybe we should move on to business.
And then there's the sidewalk curtains.
Huh? Yeah, the sidewalk.
But that's 1 feet, that's only 1 foot, 6 inches.
Yeah, but that.
But they don't have it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I guess with that, let's go to business session.
Thanks, Norma.
Thank you, Norma.
Okay. Let's go. So what are we starting with?
Should we just go down 1 through 21? Number 1. The corner deli.
I think we got our.
Yeah, there was you have the notes on that? That was,
Seemed like the final analysis and with the commentary from the representative, Aaron House, it seemed like we had that one comment about the Kenmare end or Lafayette end of the
Right.
would be reduced, but otherwise it seemed like something we could approve with those comments.
yeah, I would agree.
Okay, so all those in favor to approve
With the modification.
With the
modifications,
and
including the new DBA?
And the specific note that
The
there's
specific
not
note.
counter seating.
Yeah.
Right.
That was.
All those in favor to approve with
Aye.
modifications? Aye.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, the next one is.
Okay, so next we have Devi Dosa LLC DBA Hampton Chutney Company.
Yeah.
I think that looked good, but there was still one thing in that.
What's the grate next to the door? Check the awnings.
Check the awnings box and then,
Grate next to the door, do we figure out what that was?
yeah, it's nothing. So check the awnings box.
Okay.
All those in favor to approve with modifications?
Oh,
Yes.
All right. Next, Late Industry, Little Italy.
that? I mean, I think the issue with that one really is just
The line.
the lines and, you know, not having both.
Right. Otherwise, as a sidewalk cafe, it seemed like it met all the requirements. I would be in favor of approving it, but the line issue is something that we,
I have a note that says dissipate the line, get rid of the line to have the outdoor seating was the note from SLA. The modifications are to check the regional corridor box.
yeah.
The issue is this is a separate.
Yeah.
You know, it's more sort of
Operator.
outdoor management.
Right.
And that's the challenge for the outdoor seating, is that the other area is supposed to be, what is it? Oh, clear path. And it's not clear if it's used for people standing in line. And I think that's maybe where we make our commentary.
Just make sure that the clear path is maintained.
Yeah, and if they're not going to maintain the clear path by having lines, then they need to reduce the seating to such a way that it can accommodate the line. And to their point and others is just because you take a popular business that has lines at one location and move it somewhere else doesn't necessarily mean that the second location is going to have the same.
Because that's what they're trying to change.
Right. All right, all those in favor to approve with modifications?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Great. Agenda item number 4, Supernatural Wine Inc., a French wine establishment. La Compagnie at 249 Center Street.
I have a note reduced by 1 table.
Yeah, the issue there was all the measurements, right? That's on the north side, but on the south side, it looked like it was too many tables as well.
Oh yeah, remove the speakers.
And the speakers, yeah.
Remove the speakers. Ensure nothing in the amenity zone. And is it
What were you saying with that
one table?
On the north side, we went for one table, they have a manhole. Is that what you were saying? You moved the one table from the north side?
As I recall, it was on the north side there at near the manhole. It's just not enough room for 2 tables next to one another, so we need to remove one.
Oh, because they have the 3 tables.
Oh, adding the 1 foot 6 inch clearance from the second manhole on the site plan.
Right.
And you're saying we said to remove 1 table, I didn't have that in my notes. But if that's what we want to ask, it's fine, just, yeah.
I mean, do they need, once they add that 1 foot 6 inches, will they need to? It looks like they probably will
Did
need.
he agree to something? I just forget.
I was walking in, I think.
I thought that they agreed when we were talking about the size of the table, the size of the chairs.
Oh, that's right, that's right. It was that business, got it.
Yeah. So taking away the table closest to the entrance means that they could, serve over shoulder or anything there at the 2 near the manhole.
Okay, so with all of these, oh shoot, I'm in the wrong one. Okay, so
Approve with modifications.
remove 1 table?
Yes.
I'm not clear which 1 table. Why are we removing a table by the entrance, Brian?
Because there's no room, the length of that was given as 7 foot.
Oh, it's too long to fit in there?
I
Got it, okay.
Okay, agree. So all those in favor approve
Then they can move.
Supernatural Wine Inc. with modifications?
Yes.
Okay. Gotta write this line too quick, so it just takes me a minute. Let's go to number 5. Avellino Hospitality Fermento at 226 Varick Street.
No objections there.
The length and width were swapped at the bottom. It's neighborhood
Oh, yeah.
corner, tables on top of the cellar door, but not marked.
Swap lengths and width. On the notes, right?
It's all in there. I just read you the notes.
Great. It just takes a long time for me to reopen them.
So I think,
Okay, so all those in favor to approve Avellino with modifications?
aye.
Aye. Brian?
Yes.
Okay, 6, Cengo, we moved this to business session, I haven't talked about it. So Cengo Consulting NP LLC, 32 Grand Street. I guess it doesn't have a DBA. 32 grand for a sidewalk cafe, so I guess we need to look at this one because we haven't talked about it.
No pictures. Okay, corner location cafe is only proposed on Thompson Street. Question is, which door are they serving from? Primarily serving from? For the Northern Cafe, they should use the Thompson Street entrance. And ADA, so those are the only modifications.
Business name NA, not available?
Not applicable.
Doesn't it have to have a business name?
Well, where does it say that?
No.
I mean, where are you reading that?
The application says N/A unless N/A is the name.
No, the name is Pizzeria.
But why isn't that on here?
It's on the plan. I don't know why it's not on there.
Yeah.
On there,
Yeah. DBA.
I mean, maybe they, who knows?
Kythera NP.
Like a website?
But the life, the business name is the name. The DBA name can change.
Sure.
So,
All right, so
yeah, this is why I don't, sometimes DOT does it wrong way, and sometimes they do it.
like one of the cleanest things I've seen. What that even means?
Sidewalk cafe is 3 feet 5 inches. Looks like they've indicated a barrier. Looks like they have the proper clear path.
I would note that they call out the length of the cafe as 41 feet. On the plan, it says 25 feet.
Okay, so we should have them change that.
What does it say, 25 feet on? Well, no, because you know what they did, Brian? They combined the two of them. It's 41 feet in total, but it's 25 feet to the left of the door and 16 feet to the right of the door. See what I'm saying?
Okay, 25 and 30, 41. Yes, that does add up.
Okay.
And
It's on Grand, it's facing Grand, because it looks like it's at a corner.
It's at a corner, Grand and Thompson.
yeah. Okay, well, so the numbers add up, so that's fine.
Okay.
So they say that they're on it's on Thompson.
It's on Thompson.
Oh, okay, Grand is the regional corridor, yes. I was just checking that.
And no primary building entrance issue.
That's a neighborhood.
So it seems like that's where.
Which store are they serving from? We don't know. That's it.
I mean, I would think they would serve from the restaurant exit so people can come and go out.
Yeah. Okay, so all in favor to approve?
Aye.
I don't, there's any modification
Yes.
in ADA stuff? Okay. Right, okay, so next, so is that approved modifications?
Yeah.
Yeah, we approve modifications. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
7, Enoteca Inc., DBA La Lanterna di Vittoria, 129 MacDougal Street for a roadway cafe. I to withhold. I mean, I think we talked about this one enough. I think we're gonna recommend no flooring. I think we're gonna recommend no flooring because it doesn't meet the visual thing. So are we gonna, there's no FDNY, so this is not like we would, I
mean, that manhole, you have to keep the distance away from, not have the flooring.
so we'll approve with modifications with no flooring. Is that where this, we want to go with that, or are there further comments?
I would go with that.
You think? Okay, so all those in favor to approve
And to
Enoteca?
indicate the 18-inch clearance, right, from the manhole.
Yeah, on the site plan.
And the intention is to make all that stuff immediately accessible to the problem, not like.
Right, and visual. Okay, so all those in favor?
Aye.
With modifications, aye. 8. Gammon Cafe LLC, DBA 7 Spring and 7 Spring Street. It's a roadway cafe, correct? We did not look at that, so. We go over that one.
They had SLA strips that said,
And then,
they had SLA strips that said that they wouldn't have a sidewalk cafe or road-based
how about that?
from
How about,
2024.
oh, okay. All right, things change.
Right.
We'll need to file. The municipal extension, is that what we're, right? Okay, wow. So let's,
But why I don't see, oh, there we go.
width is 5 feet, 5 inches. It was sent to FDNY for a waiver. That's not indicated on the agenda, but that is indicated in the notes. And there's no flooring, so where do we want to go on this one?
I don't need a ramp.
They have to check off a box for the ramp, I just forget. I don't think they do, right? You just have to, we just ask about it, yeah. It was sent to FDNY for a waiver, just letting everyone know. So where do we stand on this one?
I think we're,
Approve with modifications, even though it has the waiver?
no, don't we usually deny them?
Okay, then deny. Yeah, I'm just why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I think we customarily.
Yeah, okay, so
deny.
all those in favor to deny Gammon Cafe at 7 Spring Street for roadway cafe because of the FDNY waiver, which we found out. I guess it's typically listed on there. Do we always have to ask? Or maybe we can tell, we can tell by the plan, right?
A lot of the time Stella's notes say that she reached out.
Yeah, that's true.
She reached out. but
Okay, right, which is why I think happened here, yeah. Okay, so all those in favor to deny due to the FDNY waiver?
Yep.
Aye?
Aye.
Great. Brian?
Brian, was that a yes?
Yeah, I vote aye, yes.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
So next we have, two, yeah, we have two, we have a sidewalk cafe and then a roadway cafe,
Which one
so
do you wanna do first?
sidewalk. Do the sidewalk, 490 LaGuardia LLC, DBA San Denis. Am I saying that correct? My French today is not the best. 88 West Houston Street for a sidewalk cafe. This one we did not look at, so.
Sidewalk, 20. Sidewalk seating of 20 tables and 40 seats. That's what they should have, not more than. And I think when I looked at the plan last night, I think that's what. Right, this is what they agree, they came to SLA with more seating than this on their plan that they showed at the SLA meeting when they came.
No?
And they reduced the seating. And this is what
The old-
they,
Oh.
this is complies with what they said that they, at SLA, that they would do
Okay.
in terms of that.
Corner, seating only on LaGuardia.
And then let me just check, yeah,
Okay.
there's no, is
No-
there seating on?
no seating on-
There's no seating on,
No seating on West House,
Right.
only seating on LaGuardia.
right,
You need to check the awnings box if they're retractable awnings.
okay.
So. There's a question, how will the northern right left section be served? Oh, we serving across the residential entrance? That was a question. So I guess we could put something in there about no service across the residential entrance, or they need to have a clearance from it. It's not, it's really cold here.
Oh, I think, oh no, what did we ask them that? Let me just. So that's the residential entrance, they're 5 feet away from it. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna be serving it. Walking in front of it. Probably what they're gonna do.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so all those in favor to approve 490 LaGuardia LLC for Sidewalk Cafe
aye.
with the modifications, for modifications? Aye. Brian?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Then we'll go to number 10, which is the Roadway Cafe for this application. I have to pull it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's accurate to what they told us at SLA as well,
It's nice when that carries over.
isn't it? They've got more than enough room from the manhole. There's a tree pit in the middle of their road bed, but there looks like there's 50% of the space to get into it. 7.5 feet deep. I don't know if they needed a waiver.
And one thing's over. Well, if I want to print, I have to be on that Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Stuck.
So we,
And my computer just is frozen. Like the film. I'm connected to the internet and I can use all the tools now. That's what it says on my Adobe. There's no tables on here? Oh,
they're over in the corner, so I.
oh, the roadway. I was like, what? Boy, the sidewalk's got a whole lot of stuff on it.
From. I'm not sure where they're serving from. I mean, there's.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Which one are we looking?
The roadway.
The roadway.
I mean, why is this set back so far? Is that something that they agreed to?
I don't recall. I think
Like, why is it so off to the side?
maybe the manhole and maybe,
They need to check the thermoplastic marking and indicate clearance. They need to check the vent infrastructure.
No, I think there was some,
there was, I don't remember.
Well, why would they give a 50-foot dimension from the no parking sign, no standing sign, if that wasn't a criteria imposed?
The road. It's the approaching side, so they have to stay a certain amount back. Isn't that 20 feet
there's something more.
from the corner? I'm just. Maybe because they can't have the overhead if they're within 50 feet of the no standing sign, but I don't know if that's accurate. I think it's more of a stopping sign, not just a no standing sign.
Yeah, so they agree that they would operate a sidewalk cafe of not more than 20 tables and 40 seats. And a roadway cafe of not more than 10 tables and 20 seats.
Right, which is what this is.
Which is what this is. And so.
But it doesn't say anything about why it's positioned where it is.
I think that we had them agree to that. Because the number of outdoor seats.
Right.
So we don't have any objection to it being small.
No, this is what they presented originally to the liquor licensing committee, because I think they're all the seating outside and then the vaults and the stuff on the sidewalk. Because we've had a lot of issues.
We had them reduce the seating from what they presented. Because they presented more seats and it was already.
All the density of seating, the tables and chairs outside.
Right, exactly. So I think we're okay with this.
Okay, so I already mentioned the modification. So all those in favor to approve the roadway cafe for San Denis, 90 LaGuardia with the modifications.
Yes.
All right, great. Okay, so next we're gonna go to number 11.
Which we also have.
Which we have not heard. MVMH, not to be confused with LVMH. This is MVMH Hospitality Group LLC, DBA La Petit Village at 173 7th Avenue South. For a sidewalk cafe, we have not talked about this one, so.
It's also one of the that was previously licensed, and this was also what was the name of it? Our friend who
Baby process.
Baby process.
Oh.
And we had a lot of issues.
And we still have issues because they continue to put their seating in front of past their premises.
This is
by
next to
Memorial,
the.
by Memorial?
Yeah, which is the ventilation building.
So we need to put that in the modifications to not put seating there, or?
Yeah, because.
Seating in front of Memorial.
And no speakers outside because they continue to do that.
They show berries on the site plan?
They show dotted line.
Well, what they show is.
They don't use them now, I don't think.
Well, what they.
I don't know if they really show a barrier, they just show dotted lines.
They don't show.
So.
And it's a little confusing because they refer to a property line, but that's actually just shows where they can be in front of their building. It's not a property line through the sidewalk.
Oh.
So this, just
where
for
the property
clarity,
line ends.
there is an enclosed sidewalk cafe.
Right.
And then there's also space for an outdoor sidewalk cafe next to it, similarly to Ruby's.
So there's a no uses, we have not received that enclosed sidewalk cafe application for this location.
So the one thing. So they have the ramp, so they're leaving space so someone can enter. So that this is an interesting, if, you know, to put the perimeter there, they need to break the perimeter so that someone can enter, so that they can access the ramp.
I'm not sure I'm following.
Because if you look at their diagram where they have the 4 seats and then the 2 seats, 4 tables and 2 tables, that's the ramp in the drawing. It comes down from the enclosed sidewalk cafe. So they have to leave a split in the barrier. They can't go straight across.
Oh, I
Because
see. I got it. They need that opening.
Right.
A lot of times the applicants don't show us the real nature of the barrier, and this seems to be the case for that. They're not really showing stanchions or boxes or anything, so.
We should just make a note of that.
Yep.
Okay, so You know, what about ensuring they use barriers,
Ensuring they don't
not block the memorial?
go past their property line.
Right. All those in
And then-
favor?
And specifically put in it that they should not sit up in front of the adjoining building. And just right, and
Yeah.
just clearly.
And no speakers, because they,
Okay. All right, all those in favor for approval of modifications for the sidewalk cafe, Petit Village? Aye.
Yes.
Great, next, we're gonna go to number 11. Oh, no, that was number 11. Number 12, Rulin Restaurant Group. DBA Rulin at 15 East 13th Street. I feel like there was some.
I checked the transcript, they did say that they.
but the attorney, I did too. The attorney was very clear that it was not part of that application. And was not engaging with any closing hours or not, because it was not part of that application, which is why that was handled that way. So she can come back. So,
12, so.
So, yeah, so on number 12, we're saying that they can get away with it even though the stipulations say they cannot have seating.
Well, because they
yeah, they just have to come back to change it.
So, well,
I mean, I'm not weighing in on what happens at that committee. I'm just saying that's the process.
Yeah, well, they
DOT has
came,
nothing
they
to do.
disclosed that they had applied for it, but they said they didn't want to talk about it at that meeting, so they have to.
Come back.
They have to come back because they have to file an alteration application to add the outdoor seating. So
yes,
that's all it is. It didn't say that they would never have it.
Yeah.
Right.
It just said that they didn't want to
Said
discuss it.
clearly
at
they
the
didn't
meeting.
want to discuss it then, even though we tried to, because it was part of the consideration of the impacts of their on-premise license.
well, so we can't approve this without the stipulations being
No, we
changed.
certainly can't approve this without the stipulations being changed, because this is the DOT filing.
We hear applications all the time that haven't had this.
I mean, because the two don't,
Yeah.
DOT does not care what's happening with the SLA.
And to apply to the SLA, you need the approved DOT plan and approval for the outside, so they can't
So why did they
get.
even go? Why did they?
What we
even go?
try to do is that we try to hear them in an efficient manner and to discuss it, even though they're not ready to apply to the outside, so that they don't have to return to us. But in this case, they chose not to do that. And so they actually add more time for themselves to have to go through the process of coming back to us, filing notice with us.
Not using it
Yeah,
until they come back to us,
right,
because their steps say that they don't have any outside.
right.
Doesn't say that they have outside without the service of alcohol. It says they don't have any outside. So,
Well, the modifications would be that we ask for the dimension from the tree pit
Yep.
of 8 feet.
and just one other clarifying factor, when they were at the SLA committee, their attorney, as much as he didn't want to discuss it, said it would be very small. It would be 2 tables and 4 seats, probably at the most, if anything. So. This is 12.
We can consider that. anyway.
So.
Oh, man.
What would it be? So the tree pit is missing from the site plan.
Yeah, site plan, and attribute to the site plan, adjust the cafe dimensions to accommodate the 8-foot clearance between the cafe perimeter and the tree bed. Label the 8-foot clearance on the site plan, and then check the box street tree bed and indicate clearance there. So all those in favor for approving ruling with modifications?
Well, okay.
Okay. So 13, Davida Marcelino, 178 Mulberry. They're gonna be serving over the shoulder, French doors, right? Is this the one? Assuming, maybe I should pull it up before I keep going on and on.
Corner location, Broome and Mulberry, but only on Broome.
Says regional quarter, they didn't need to change that though. They don't need to change that on their form, right? So I think it's just approved with modifications, which is 88. Just 88 stuff.
Right, that's the only thing.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 14, Bagel Pub, we haven't looked at that one. Bagel Pub on University Place for a sidewalk cafe.
Okay, this one doesn't look like it has many.
Yeah, it just says to check the furnishings boxes and the awnings boxes. It's a corner location, but it's only on one.
This is on the sidewalk. No, 13-foot clearance.
Yeah, this is a big open street. It's
Oh, okay.
Diversity, yeah. Okay,
Okay, so just approve with the modifications as I stated.
yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Great. Number 15, Dante West Fourth LLC DBA Dante Aperitivo 51 Bank. Where are we landing on this one? We talked about it a lot, I believe, right?
Yeah, I would vote no.
Well,
I don't see any compliance.
they'd have to make Bank Street ADA compliant. They could do with the ramp. They have to have a barrier on Bank Street. Remove benches. But wait, we have to look at the sidewalk rates. What's the distance from sidewalk rates?
The clear path from even the grade, from the grades, I thought it was 1 foot 6 inches. And then for the pedestrian ramp, it's 8 feet. It's the clear path.
So that needs to be indicated on the plan.
Okay.
That's not.
The 88.
Both the
Pedestrian ramp and the.
They need to indicate the pedestrian ramp on the corner. They need to indicate the distance from the grates. And if it's 1.5 feet, it's unlikely that they'll be able to have their sidewalk cafe on West 4th Street.
Okay. All right,
But who knows?
all those in favor for,
Remove benches.
I have one.
Have that. Okay.
All that.
Yep.
Approve with those modifications that we just stated. All those in favor?
No.
Would you say yes? Yes, yes, no. So three yes, 1 no.
I wish it could be denied with modification.
Yeah, that's, I'd go.
You
with
wanna do that? Okay, so let's,
Yeah,
so would you vote for denial with modification?
Yes.
So we'll do denial with modification. Unanimous?
Yes.
Right, that stands. 16.
13.
213, this is Dean's.
Yeah.
So I would say the removal of those planters, right? And,
So there was an open question about this before, and I wish I remembered this, but that space to the left wasn't used by the last operator. It's like divided somehow. If you look in the pictures, that has the roll down gate on it. That wasn't part of the last operator of this space's place, and then they took it over. I don't know if you remember that. This is the place went out of business.
Where is this?
oh, it was like that club thing?
I don't know, whatever it was.
Don't
Some
remember it.
folks from Staten Island. came to replicate. Set up here. And I think that space to the south was not.
This is way down. This is that one,
Yeah.
Houston. Okay,
And
so
that space wasn't original,
Yeah.
it wasn't originally
No,
part of it.
that wasn't part of it.
And so I just want to make sure, it looks like this is all now one, they repainted it or whatever it was. So I just want to make sure that that's part of.
The premises.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like it. If you look at the diagrams, it's 15 and 15 on each side of the door. So it actually does not
Exactly the same,
include.
it doesn't include that.
So you noting that this doesn't include the graded space? This is
To the
just 15 and
south.
15 each. So this picture that they gave us, this actually doesn't include this space.
The grated?
Yeah,
Well, because the
roll down
grade
gate.
is down.
Gate, roll down gate.
Grate makes me think something on the sidewalk. So we approve of modifications? Well, there's no modifications because we don't
It's
have
just
a.
clarification. Yeah. Because they were extending into the front of the other store.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so approve with modifications, let's see.
they were using the other storefront.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, so next we have number 17, Ruby's West Village, DBA Little Ruby's, the enclosed sidewalk cafe.
We heard that they came back to us, these people.
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing this application.
Ruby's?
No, the one before.
Dean's?
Yeah.
Robert Hull.
I don't,
Say what? Yeah. Mike.
came to us.
Oh, to you guys.
So the other space?
No, I don't think so. No, it's not included in the plans. Just
No, I know
making
it's not
note.
included in the plans. I'm just trying to remember them at our SLA meeting because I don't remember that. And that would have been something, because I think they said they cut through or something. Okay, which one? Sorry, Valerie.
Ruby's West Village.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, so all those in favor?
Aye.
With modifications.
Yes, aye.
Aye,
Yeah, we're getting there. West Village Finest Deli Court.
yeah.
That one's fine, provided that they only have eating and drinking uses and tables and chairs in the enclosed area.
As opposed to what?
In the past, they had set it up as part of the deli with display racks and everything else.
Which is, it looks like that in the photographs too.
It's not supposed to be used in that manner. Right, the last time I was in there, I had seating in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it has seating, but you're saying no retail?
Yeah, they're not allowed to retail in it.
Move retail components from.
Because enclosed sidewalk cafes can only have eating and drinking.
Yeah, the photographs look like they have.
Yeah, it goes right up to the building line, but on the inside.
Oh, and then
if
it's
you
all
look at the
glass, you can
cross-section,
see.
Yeah,
into
there's
it,
tables
yeah.
and chairs.
Okay.
I suspect they may have gotten some violations in the past.
Where is this located?
It's next to Suprema.
Oh, I know which
Right,
one.
goes
it
on.
is. I know
There's
which
two
one. it is.
entrances.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
on Leaker,
Yeah.
two.
It's one, it splits the two spaces.
Aye, so all those in favor to approve with, what were their that modification, the modifications? Aye.
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 Okay, great. 19.
Okay.
320 West Broadway Diner,
Soho
Bay Soho Diner. I have to open it.
Because of the tree pits, they're proposing a strange outline. Oh, this is the one we asked them to get rid of the one row, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the one we asked them to get rid of those.
Eliminate second row of tables across the trees and then ADA.
Right, and why did we say that? There was,
Because it was going in and out.
but there was
Because
another.
you can't serve it.
You can't serve
Yeah.
it. That was the other reason.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Approve modifications.
Aye.
Number 20, zinc.
Zinc.
You gotta remove
The seating,
the seating and the amenity zone around the tree.
right.
Yeah, And I know a number of people had raised this to me separately, that I know they feel very strongly that they're taking care of the tree, but I think that people feel very strongly that you shouldn't be building infrastructure and having people sitting around trees. It's very confusing. It's in the amenity zone.
And it
also encourages others to do, it also encourages
everybody's sitting there, and it encourages everybody else to sit there, and then.
Well, not even to sit there, but them to want to do the same thing to their tree.
But
clogs up the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
That's already a narrow, that's a thoroughfare.
Yeah, it is.
There was something else we were gonna ask them to do.
The checkbox, the parking or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so all those in favor, I guess this we want to make a denial.
Well, this was also another one, just, it seems that the dimensions aren't reflective of the seating.
No, because I don't know how they're fitting these tables, doing a diamond shape and 6.5
And we were
feet.
told that they had to reduce the depth, but there's no depth measurement.
Right.
On here, and he had mentioned it, say 6 feet.
I
or
mean, it's
something.
written on the bottom, the depth is written on the
Okay,
bottom,
so yeah,
6.5 feet, but it
so
doesn't have it on the diagram.
It's not realistic.
Right.
The seating diagram on here is not realistic
So do you want?
To what actually fits in there.
I mean, they're
Looks
gonna
like-
have to send a drawing.
It looks like they took the same drawing
and change the width.
And just changed the
No,
width.
yeah, it's not scaled.
But for the purposes, this diagram is not just used for this application, that they should amend the diagram to match
what it's going to be.
the seating.
Okay,
So, no, that fits, realistic
Right,
seating.
right, what it's going to be.
I do have something for new business that I need to use.
So they 6, 7,
I
9.
said will you take over and talk? I mean, do we vote on zinc, so denial?
Form.
Oh, well,
we're on the
I have, no, but I know,
Right, we'll
but,
take a little pause for a second.
well, then, let's pause.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Did you want to bring up something briefly in new?
Okay.
Did we vote on this one though? Did we vote on this one?
Just wait. Pause from. For technology break. We are back.
Okay, we're back. So are we ready to vote on zinc?
So just to refresh, is they have to update the parking signage, remove the tree pit seating, and redo the diagram so that the seating within the roadway dining is
the parking
to scale and fits within the revised dimensions.
All right, all those in favor to
Aye.
is it denial with modification?
Yes.
So all those in favor for denial with modification, aye.
Aye.
Oh,
Brian.
Oh, we're not back. You guys didn't tell me he wasn't back.
We didn't even.
Well, no, it's fine. It's just, I just didn't look. I was not looking.
I didn't look either.
Yep, sorry, I'm
Oh,
back.
no, it's okay. No, it's okay. I just wasn't looking and they said to go ahead, so.
All right,
So we were in the process of voting on Zinc Bar, and it was a denial with modifications. The modifications to remove the tree pit, dining to mark off the parking sign or something. I don't know
Yeah, the
exactly
parking
what
sign.
And then also to modify the diagram to have seating that is more reflective of the updated dimensions of the roadway dining.
yeah, 6'5", 6'6". Yes, I would vote for that, yes.
Okay.
Denial with modification.
Yeah. Okay, last but not least.
Next we have Molly at 70 Christopher Street for Roadway Cafe.
We didn't talk about this one, right?
No, we did.
We did.
Oh, we did.
We're good.
Oh, right.
One second. Not referred to FNY, 2 Roadway Cafes, Christopher Street and 7th Avenue. Oh, I remember which one this is. So what we were asking them to do, just check with the bid about the 7th Avenue before they go through the expense of building something to find out it may not be there. I think that was,
I mean,
it's a very busy.
Referring to the bid, that's what we had said about the West Village Finest. We said that there was a master plan for what the bid was doing. I don't remember referring to the bid.
No, we didn't. We did on the Deli one. We did
On this
because
one.
we said it to Robert for him to reach out, but there was no.
Because
On
this
the-
one's in the roadbed, the other one, the other one is.
there's a whole master plan that they want to change the entire length. But it was more of the roadway, not as much of the sidewalk. It was a lot of the
Right.
the intersections, the street crossings. I forget what the presentation
Yeah. I know.
was, but they had made a presentation with respects to it. I mean, I guess the only thing that this is the only one that we have. I don't understand how you can put a roadway dining on the other side of a subway entrance.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just, as a
There's also a busy
practical,
corner.
I don't know if what the rules are with respect to that or anything, but it just, to me, this is just sort of the I don't know, it's just like, this area is kind of.
It's very, very busy.
Crowded.
It's
Right?
very-
You also can't access the
Plus they have those
roadbed.
big planters and they have the sidewalk extension thing.
Right.
there.
Right next to the roadbed thing there.
Yeah, and then the other, sorry, so jumping back, is that the can't, sorry, just the way this is split into two, you can't get to the roadway cafe without crossing the subway vent grade. And I don't know what the dimension is that's there.
What's the problem with that?
Well, it's just.
Because they don't.
I'm gonna look up subway entrance.
I don't think DOT cares about
That you have to
that.
cross over. All right.
I mean, they keep saying it's part of sidewalk, but I think
Okay,
at
so-
this point, there's a thing about the subway.
Subway entrance, Virginia Roadway Cafe, and a subway entrance, open-end entry side. So there must be a visual on the website that talks about
So what does it
this.
say about the,
Subway entrance, open side,
what does it say the distance?
15 feet.
Is that 15 feet in the direction of travel? Or 15 feet from,
Open-end entry side. Surely there's gotta be a visual on their little website.
Okay, so the little one on Christopher Street does seem to indicate they're 15 feet from it for any part of the Roadway Cafe. The part on 7th Avenue is definitely not 15 feet from that top of the stairs. And, anyway.
Yeah, and it's
Oh, because it's a radius.
So.
yeah, it's a radius from the corner.
Subway stair, open entry side, and it's a radius of 15 feet. Does it mean it?
I don't think so. It's very hard to read.
You can't read it on the map. Because is the
No.
is the website version any better?
I mean, like it's low res?
It's just, you can't read the writing.
What's the business in, these are all, oh, Marla. There, you can't. On the.
What they're showing on the plan that we can decipher is a radius of 15 feet of clearance from the top of the stairs, that corner post, you might say. And it's, according to them, the dimension from that corner post on the stair to the far south end of the Roadway Cafe, that is 15 feet.
Where do you, where?
That's the line where it says clearance, it's the diagonal.
Oh, okay.
So that means everything else north of that end of the roadway is less than 15 feet. Because it's not 15 feet from that post to the curb.
Well, when I look at that, if you look at the end of the arrow where it says clearance, which is not that discernible, but it looks like there's an arc there, right? And it looks like the line and the arrow ends on the arc. And so my interpretation would be that the arc is the 15-foot circle, and it looks like it just barely meets it. Or it would just require the removal of that last jogged in section to meet it. That's what I would.
Maybe that's a modification.
And maybe the modification is to take off that last, where it's making the clearance to the manhole cover. If they cut that down, I think it would meet the 15-foot clearance.
Well, I wish we could read all of the dimensions that they have across the stair and across the sidewalk, and then the subway vent grate, and that grate to the curb. That set of dimensions is what we need to verify.
Is it just very small?
No, it's grainy, slow rows.
You're looking at it from.
I'm not looking at the flattened one. I'm looking at what I downloaded from the website.
It's all the other dimensions are there on the other one for the Christopher Street side, and they're more clear, except for the radius one.
How convenient.
That's what I see, right?
Yeah.
So it would seem to me that it's where that manhole is really.
Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you reminded us that the one Christopher Street is a little more clear. And on that, it shows that the clearance from the subway stair to the curb on 7th Avenue is 13 feet.
Oh, it says 15.
And a half inches, 13 feet, 6 inches.
But Brian, they don't care about the side. It doesn't show the side on the dining out.
No, but it's parallel. So you can have that same dimension from the top of the stair to the Roadway Cafe, and it's only 13 feet, 6.5 inches. It does not meet the 15-foot clearance.
But where do you see where it says the 13 feet?
It's down at the other side, closer to the curb.
I'm looking at the Christopher Roadway map.
Right?
And I can read the clearance from the 7th Avenue stair to the 7th Avenue curb.
But that's,
See, what he said.
But shouldn't it, why aren't they measuring from here instead of from, why are they measuring from like where it's the most advantageous?
Well, the dot,
well, I see it says 8
Oh, because that's
foot
the
1
entrance,
inch,
never mind.
5 foot 11 inch, and 1.6 inch. But then if you go down to the next one,
it says 30, no, but if you just, what he's looking at, Carter, is to the right of what you're looking at. Where it says 13 feet, 6 inches at the other end of the stairway.
okay, so then, so basically it has to be shortened so that the 15 feet from the corner, right? Whatever that is, so it has to be shortened in order to meet the 15 feet
Right.
from the post.
That's right.
Right. So they'll need to lose that table.
Well, it's not just that table, it actually, it would be, it's actually probably a bit more. Because the arc would go a foot or whatever, a foot and some change into the Roadway Cafe on that straight line from the corner. So down to here, this straight line, it would go a foot and a half in, so the arc would knock out
that other table too.
Looks like that the four top or the.
Yeah, the four top sort of.
So the plan has to be modified in order for them to maintain the 15-foot clearance from the corner.
Right.
Of the subway entrance, which would require a reduction of some amount.
Right.
Of the 25-foot dimension or whatever that
The
says.
southern side of that 25 foot, 4 3/4 inch.
Yeah.
So where do we land on this?
Well, there's significant modifications. I would.
Are these in the notes?
I would deny with modifications. They need to come back.
Yeah, and they need to check in with the West Village bid.
Right.
Because these are the types of things where at these intersections, that they may be putting in more, more stuff to make the crossing safer, which was something that they had mentioned. And so if any other infrastructure is put in, including thermal markings on the pavement or little island spaces or whatever, you know, all the different treatments in the DOT toolbox.
Yes.
Okay, so we deny with modifications?
Deny with modifications, all those in favor?
Yeah, and we would ask that we'd hear them as soon as they'd like to come back with that, even if it's not referred by DOT. Let's not slow them down. Let's,
yeah.
But they didn't.
You know, make that note that they can come back to us or.
But when's it due?
No, what I'm saying is that we'll deny it, but we'll also let them know.
If they revise it or if they talk.
We'll hear them right away, yeah, next month. To not slow them down. Even if it's not, like, we want the updated plan, right? So.
Okay, so all those in favor to deny with modifications?
Yes.
Aye. Great. So that concludes the business session. For new business, I just wanted to bring up that the Department of Sanitation there's a bill from Councilmember Justin Sanchez and Councilmember Farah Lewis that was introduced, and it's about establishing an Office of Sidewalk and Roadway Cafe Sanitation in the Department of Sanitation. I can put I'm not on Zoom. It's intro 880883. How soon?
And what does it say? It just says they're gonna do another,
It says that,
they're gonna start another
yeah, but
for trash with outdoor dining or something?
yeah, so it says, the justification from one of the sponsoring council members who wrote a memo about it said that as the city's outdoor dining program continues to grow, sidewalk and roadway cafes have expanded across public sidewalks and streets. Who knew? And yet there is no dedicated mechanism to oversee their sanitation. This bill establishes an Office of Sidewalk and Roadway Cafe Sanitation within DSNY to fill that gap by centralizing 311 complaint intake, coordinating inspections, flagging chronic violators, and sharing enforcement data with the Department of Transportation. This bill creates a framework to protect public health and cleanliness on the city's streets and sidewalks. This bill also requires public reporting to further transparency, if you can believe it. And the other highlights are they're going to have some sort of list. They're going to establish lists that they're going to receive. So this director of this office of the power and duty to receive all 311 service requests routed to the department relating to sanitation and cleanliness of sidewalk and roadway cafes, and that they will establish lists that sidewalk or roadway cafes that are the subject of 3 or more violations of a subparagraph A of paragraph 2 of the section in here of the administrative code with any 2-year calendar period where such violations have been sustained at oath. And then it says sidewalk cafes that are subject of 10 or more 311 requests within a 90-day period for the presence of garbage, refuse, rubbish, all those things, graffiti, vermin, food scraps, feces, foul odor, and other offensive material. And same thing for roadway cafes. This is funny, roadway cafes that are the subject of 10 or more 301 service requests with any 90-day period within April 1st to November 29th. So it's interesting because they're going to pass this bill, I guess, that I don't know why they're designating that specific period when isn't it up for grabs?
Another bill to extend the roadway.
And the roadway. Also, there's only 2 council members on this sponsored. I won't go too much longer because it's very late. I think that's it. So I just thought I would bring that up here. I think the hearing is next. Anyways, I just thought I'd bring that up. I know we have past positions on trash in and around that. Yeah, so, but anyways.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. I would support it. Did we also discuss Harvey Epstein's
good point.
definition of residential dwelling or dwelling entrances?
No, we did not. That's another quick thing. Do you want to address that here?
Well, it simply tries to clarify the definition of a distance between a sidewalk cafe, outdoor dining cafe, and a principal building entrance. And just the definition of the principal building entrance would be residential entries for multifamily dwellings. Anything besides 1 family and 2 family dwelling units, buildings, would qualify for this definition of principal building entrance, which is what we have been applying in our deliberations in the past. So that this might just help clarify it, hopefully.
Is that cleared up?
I don't think, but it eliminates commercial buildings.
That's right.
Why?
Well, I don't think we've ever applied that to retail entrances.
I think
retail entrances, I don't think we've applied, but commercial building entrances, we have. The difference.
Or DOT has.
I mean, thinking about like a mixed use, mixed use, like where it's retail on the bottom and apartments on the top.
Applied it in certain instances to us, and it's been very arbitrary what they've done, but they have rarely used residential entrances.
Right.
So So this at least would clarify it.
Well, we just, I mean, what do we
That's
want?
all, we just want, at
This
this
is
point,
in
we just want a
response to
clarification. We just want a
what
clarification.
we've raised to.
So we're in
With the
support of it,
elected
we
officials.
just want to get clarification
This,
from.
this is in response to what was raised as
Yeah,
one of our
we have-
concerns
yeah.
to DOT, to our elected officials and to the state liquor authority, because we said, hey, we don't know how this applies because there's no definition. Can there please be a definition? So they're trying to apply a definition, and our definition that we've asked them to implement is that residential apartment buildings that the 5-foot count, commercial building entrances that the 5-foot count. We've applied other business entrances, right? It's the 5-foot, you know, or.
I mean, I think we've been looking at every doorway and saying 5 feet unless it was a service entrance. That,
Right.
I haven't gone back to look, but I think that's what we've been doing unless it was a service entrance.
What I thought was interesting is that, you know, if you have a 1 or 2 unit residential building, shouldn't it, you know, that's what we've heard a number of places that should apply because
Right.
people feel very encroached upon or.
The problem with this is that it doesn't define dwelling unit. That's, so it's another extension of the problem of, you
So
know.
where we've seen this become an issue, right, is in the areas that they've extended the outdoor dining into, which are the more residential, you know, to residential areas where it was previously precluded. And so that's been more the issue. And then the other place that I can think of where it would come into play is on Carmine Street. We've had a couple of ground floor apartments that are immediately abut restaurants. We had the same situation on Hudson Street. In a couple places, we've had, there's a couple of the cross streets along Hudson where this has come up. So when we think of those, that's where we would, you know, additional type of.
Your property. I don't know the streets over here as well.
No, it's not. So I don't know, I mean,
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Has anything happened? What's the next steps with that?
I mean, do we have any comments on the bill or we want to offer?
I don't, but the others do.
I haven't seen any yet. It's just been introduced, so it's got a ways to go. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a perfect definition in the bill, but as you say, clarifying the definitions is always helpful.
Yeah. So, is there anything further to say on it other than that, or just do we thank them for
No, that's all. Just that it's out there.
gaining clarity on the primary building entrance? What it cars? Okay.
I just also thought I'd point out on the last item that the 2 sponsoring council members, one is from the Bronx. This is for, oh wait, I'm not.
Trash, are you talking about the
No, I'm
trash now?
looking at something else. Never mind, I clicked on something else. I just wanted to know who is it coming from any Manhattan. I'll look it up later. I strike that from the record. Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, second, great. Brian, feel better, thank you. Hello, Pete and Darlene. Thank you for sticking around, and thank you, Brian. You feel better.
Bye.
Thanks, cheers.
Bye.
Bye.